Yeah. No.
Hey, y'all. What's going on? What is happening? Hang on, y'all. Comment. There we go. I couldn't get started without my fire, y'all. Fire went out on me. I had to put some coals in the fire. Okay, let's get this music on. Cause I got so much to talk about with this episode, y'all. I got so much to talk about. Hang on, I'm coming. Let's get myself situated. Oh, wait a minute. What the hell I'm doing? Oh, there we go. There I is. Wait a minute. There I is. Okay, hang on. Hold on. Yeah, okay. What's going on, everybody? What's happening? How y'all doing today? What's the day? Tuesday? I was about to say Wednesday. I don't even know what the hell day it was. What's happening with y'all? My fire was out. I had to get the fire going. Y'all know I can't have an episode. I can't go live without having the fire because it's always somebody we got to throw in the damn fire. And in this episode, oh my God, it's so many people to throw in this in the fire up in here. What's going on, Stephen Harris? How you doing? RC, what's up? What's up? Hey, Sally, West Coast Barbara, what's up? What's up? Hey, Tierra. Is it Tara? Is it Tara? Tara? I might be saying it all wrong. I apologize. Hey, Andre Harris, Rashandra, how you doing? Mo, Nola, what is happening? Y'all, this was a good episode. I hope y'all ready to talk. And I'm in no rush. I ain't got to go nowhere, so we can talk as long as we need to. Sorry, I was like 5 minutes late. But anyway, yeah, it was a fire episode. It was good, and that's why I had to get my fire going. I was like, "Where's the damn fire?" I had to throw some coal, some gasoline, some kerosene, some wood, some all kind of stuff up in here. Some barbecue chips. I threw everything here to get this fire going. But anyway, I got some guests come this here, and they banging on my damn door. So let me go and open the door. What's up, Moochie?
The couch that has the money. I don't know what the case may be, but
she's not ready yet.
Then when we got back together, he telling me you.
How old are you?
Moochie not ready yet. She having a conversation. But and then we got Tamika. What's going on?
Hey, what's up, everybody?
What's up? What's up? How you doing? First of all, let me start off with all the greetings. How you doing, Tamika?
I'm hanging in there.
Yeah. How was your trip?
It was
I don't think I talked to you since you've been back. It was good.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Great. I didn't know we was on.
Oh, yeah. That's okay. That's okay. I was just saying hi to everybody in the chat and chit-chatting. Well, that's good. I'm glad you had a nice trip, just for a couple of days. It was probably good just to get out the house.
Mm-hmm.
Too bad the weather wasn't better, wasn't as bright and sunny, you know what I'm saying? It was kind of cloudy down this way. And Moochie, how you doing? What's going on with you?
I'm okay. What's up?
None of this child, this episode, this got me in a damn chokehold.
I knew you was
And
gonna be mad when you seen it.
I'm like, Tamika, I'm like, and I'm sorry, I'm just gonna say it. F Pettigrew. F Pettigrew. Throw
I
his
told
ass
you
in
he
the
was
fire.
gonna jump ship.
Throw his ass in the fire. We've been talking about this since episode 1 of this thing. We were saying back and forward. Tamika has said, Moochie, you said, Detroit has said it. We were saying that this Negro is, because he kept saying, we go back to the first episode. We can go back and watch out live from the first episode. We said, why is he always asking about the Doochie? Why is he always questioning everything Bumpy doing? Why is he always got so much lip? And this MF, I was cussing at my TV, Moochie. I took my bedroom slipper and threw it at my TV.
For real?
I was so mad.
Yo, but I knew you was gonna be mad when you seen it. I knew it. I was like,
so
I said
mad.
she gonna be mad when she see this, and I said I'm gonna just wait for her to text me about it first because I don't want to give it away.
Oh my God, no, because I had talked. Shout out to Detroit. I didn't know what happened. I was talking to Detroit. Shout out to Detroit. I invited him to come up, but he might be busy. But anyway, I was just having a chit chat with him, and I said, "Hey, oh, by the way, you watched Godfather of Harlem yet?" He said, "Yeah." He said, "Yeah, I saw it." And I said, "Oh, I ain't watching. I'm gonna look at it in a little bit." This is like last night, and he said, "Oh, well, I ain't gonna tell you because you're gonna be pissed off. What's gonna happen?" He said, "That's all I'm gonna say." Man.
Oh, so he gave you like
he
a
didn't
little
tell
like
me
a
what
heads
happened.
up, but he ain't tell you what happened.
No, he didn't tell me. No, he said he didn't want to tell me what happened. He just said you gonna be. He said, I know you're gonna be pissed off because he said we had already been talking about this Negro and this and oh my God,
I knew he was gonna do that crap. I knew he was. It was like every episode he was doing too much, and then remember last season how he went on his own and got the cocaine. Okay.
Right. Yeah, so, look, he said he stole from Bumpy in the past, so he cannot be trusted.
Right. I think Bumpy gonna end up taking him out, or who knows? Maybe he getting close to do it.
Yes, Sally.
Hey,
Sally. Next season 1. I'm talking about of this season.
This episode 1.
Episode 1. I'm sorry, I might have said it wrong, or I'm talking all fast.
Yeah.
Season 4, episode 1. I mean 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We've been talking about it all the episodes. We've been talking about it every episode because this guy been like he just been acting shady. He been acting real squirrely. Like
he go wherever the wind blow. Cause he did the same thing when they remember when the warehouse blew up and stuff, and that's how he got hooked up with the Colombians. Remember he had the girlfriend and she was messing with one of I forgot the guy's name, but she was messing with one of his guys, and that's why they got into it.
Yes.
He caused conflict with that relationship where they couldn't do business. So yeah, I don't see him making it out of the 10th episode. That's how
me either. No, I don't either. And Tara said she cussed at her TV too. Yes, that's what I'm saying. I cussed at the TV. I was right. Like, I wanted to jump through the TV and grab him by his afro and throw him across.
But let me ask y'all this: did y'all think he was gonna Did y'all think he was gonna pow him at first? Because remember, he was talking about going down there to do that.
Yeah, he was going, little
yeah. So I thought and when he said he gotta talk to him about business,
I know.
Like, father.
Yeah, right. RC, he betrayed Bumpy's order to eliminate Frank and he just been doing too much. He just been doing too much. Yeah, I'm done with him. I'm done with him, and I'm gonna tell you, it might be that his homeboy Chance gonna have to take him out.
I could see Chance doing it too.
Yeah, because he might not want Frank to do it, or he might not want somebody else to do it. No, let me do it, because you know how like sometimes I'd rather take like remember how like Nino Brown had to take out G Money. You know what I'm saying? Like
I
I'd
want
rather
it to
be
be
the one to
something
take you out.
emotional like that.
Yeah, emotional. Yeah, it might say like my my brother's keeper type thing. Like I was crying and I wanted to see something deep. So and it's time. We haven't had any major about anybody major
The
in our
last
crew.
major thing was Malcolm X.
Yeah, outside of that, but nobody in the Bumpy's crew really does that. So we need, it might be time.
No, not even that. There was a lot of people that got taken out. That episode that Method Man was on.
Oh yeah. Now I'm
Remember,
saying,
all of those
but
people got a couple of people got taken out.
oh yeah, that's true. I mean, but I'm talking about like his
Like
main
his
guys.
core guys. No, you're
Yeah,
right.
like we still got Junie Bird. We got now we got Frank in the fold, and Frank was actually chill this episode, Tamika. Normally he gets on our damn nerve, but he was chill this episode.
Nah, because he fell in line now. It just took him to talk to him and give him some chess moves, and now he gonna fall back and play his position. And now he really gonna be with Bumpy a lot now. Because remember we was
also
trying to figure out
the Italians ain't fooling with Frank, so I mean Columbo ain't fooling. Yeah, so
well, they threw him to the wolves too. Remember how we was trying to figure out how that was gonna happen and who was gonna get moved, and I said it had to be one of those two.
Right. Yes, and Frank been playing it cool for a few episodes. About time for him to get active. Yeah. Oh yeah, he gonna get active. Ain't no doubt about that. It's no doubt
It's
about
about to be on now because they already, I don't want to put my track shoes on, but it's gonna be on, and we're gonna see we done seen the trifecta just form, and we're gonna see how this plays out. So the Bonano and Stella could rock him to sleep right in the bed. All she gotta do is give him some.
Rock bye, baby.
Okay.
That's right. Ooh, Lord. Okay, let me see what we got going on here. All right, we're gonna get started here with this. Oh, wait a minute, let me take this comment off the screen. Okay. So we start off since we know last episode Bumpy lost everything, got his money taken, he got the St. Clair taken from him from Columbo. So he goes and try to go talk to them guys at the bank. But he had to remind them, look, basically he didn't say it this way, but basically y'all better fall in line. Y'all see what happened to y'all mans, okay?
Yeah,
See
but
what happened to your man,
they
so you
got
better
on
fall
him.
in line.
They got on him though. I'm sorry. This scene pissed me off because the one with the glasses on got on my damn nerve.
I know he always got something smart to say, little smart mouth.
Yeah, but you was all right when you was taking the money.
So the bank at the right can go too, right? This bank the one at the right can go. Yeah. And and no, you're right. And so he was trying to get them to just take what it was at Moochie trying to take away the interest that he owed.
He wanted the interest waived and he wanted more time to pay everything. And they wasn't gonna budge at that
Until he
time.
mentioned that guy Archie.
Yeah, and then
what episode? I mean, what season was that? Either one of y'all.
That was last season.
That was last season. Okay, yeah.
When they robbed the bank.
the beginning of last season, right. He got taken out with his wife in the car. Yeah, that's right. Hey, Mrs. T, how you doing?
Yeah, because Mayme was mad at him. Remember, she left.
Right.
Yeah. So I don't know with this. He was like, "Look, we could do this the easy way. You could let me do what I got to do, and I'm gonna get you y'all money, or I could get gangster. How you want it?
Right. However how you want. Yeah. However you want it. Well, that's how you feel too, Tamika, about it.
Yeah, pretty much. But I mean, was he shocked? At the end of the day, you signed on the dotted line. We committed to this. We just didn't know that. Listen, Bumpy always having a damn hard time. Every time it's 2 steps forward, it's 3 steps back. We gotta have the theme song for him. You can't win.
Yeah, right. Right. Absolutely. Yeah. He definitely need that song. He can't win for losing. Every time things going good, then bam, something happened. You know?
I think he brought this one on himself though. All he had to do was partner with Chin, and that would have been their thing. And the 5 families wouldn't even knew about it when they remember how they was working so good before. Only thing you got to worry about is if you got somebody in his crew that buck, like how it happened before.
Okay,
and I see why he didn't do it though.
Tamika or Moochie, do y'all have any info on this question? Is this gonna be the last of the series?
Yeah, we don't know yet.
We don't know yet. I didn't hear anything about them renewing it as of yet.
Yeah.
But I hope.
But we didn't hear that it's the end either.
No, they didn't say it was the end. So we just gotta see if it gets renewed for a new season. I hope it do.
This was a good season, I think. You know what I'm saying? Besides Fat Joe, everything else was good. I don't have a problem with it, you know. So I'm hoping that enough people will watch it. They renew it.
It doesn't say anything about season 5. Let me see.
Yeah, I haven't heard anything.
Yeah.
Well, Mayme went on and got some boxes. It's because she thinking that they about to, leave, and she got to pack up. And she said, "Look, I don't care about this apartment as long as I can be with you. I'll live in a box with you." Look, bitch, you lying. You ain't gonna. The way you try to be all fancy pants, your ass ain't living in no box. Okay.
Okay, I got the word. Season 5 has been renewed.
Yeah.
All right, it's saying, I'm gonna read it to you guys. Yes, Godfather of Harlem has been renewed for a 5th season on MGM. Showrunner Chris Bacanto has expressed excitement and plans for the upcoming season 4 premiering April 2025. That's season 4, and season 5 is anticipated to follow with a focus on Bumpy Johnson evolving criminal landscape and personal challenges.
Okay. All right. I'm here for it.
All right.
I'm here for that. So yes, that's great news.
So you got a live update with us. So please be sure to tune in.
Breaking news.
We got breaking news. Make sure y'all subscribe to the channel and put us up in that algorithm.
And holler at your girls. Last time somebody said you ain't saying it. I forgot who said it. Somebody said
I think it was Sally or somebody.
It was somebody.
That was last week.
Right, last Tuesday.
Yeah,
you gotta have your script ready. You gotta have the script ready. Yes. Oh, happy day. Oh, happy day. Yes, we happy. Yeah, because I want this show to keep going. As long as we can. I don't want it to get to a point and get bad, but I know one more season at least. I can see season 6 too.
I can see more than that because you brought in Frank Lucas.
Oh, Sally said it was her.
Frank Lucas bringing Nikki Barnes. This could go. You talking Harlem?
Yes, I think it could go at least to 6 seasons. I think it could. Look, if the Shy can still do 8, that thing gonna be 20 seasons. Okay, the Shy ain't never ended. So if that show can keep on going, this show can too. And this one is way better, the writing and everything. So. I saw an interview with Forrest Whitaker, and he said the show can continue with Frank Lucas once his character dies. Okay. Yeah, I agree. We've been saying that too, I ain't even here. I ain't even hear Forrest Whitaker say it, but I agree because we've been saying that too.
They could because, like I said, this could go further into the 70s, and if we really want to,
if they get to Frank Lucas and Nikki, it's gonna go into the 70s.
And I said, and if you really want to get there, we could go into Alpo, Rich Porter.
Okay, girl, you go. Okay, you better get on the right.
Since you're talking Harlem, I mean, if it was me, if I were writing, I would do that.
Well, Moochie, you're a writer. Get on that writing
they need
staff.
to put me on 18.
Right, you're a writer. Get on that writing staff. Go reach out to the people and submit a script or something. Shoot, I know that's right.
Yeah,
but this wasn't much of nothing right here with Bumpy and Mayme. She was just talking about, she just wanted to update on what happened, and he told her what happened with the bank, and so it wasn't much of that. But where's Margaret been, Tamika? We ain't seen Margaret.
Is freaking almost grown. She probably teeny bopping. She got them black and white shoes on.
Yeah. Well, she is.
I don't know. She at school or she in her room?
Yeah, right. She stay in the room. We ain't seen her since the beginning.
Beaten by the teacher.
Right. So she got beat by the teacher. All right. So now we see a car pull up, and all of a sudden we get out, and I said, "Oh, there go my man, Chaz." Bonano. What's it? Bonano? How you say his name? The actor's name is Chaz Palminteri, or whatever how you say it. I be butchering people's names, but anyway, I like him from Bronx Tale and a whole bunch of other movies that he's done. But we hadn't seen him since the early years, or season 1 or 2 or something, because they ran him out of town. Yeah, they ran him out of town. So, so we hadn't seen him for a while. But Bumpy called him in, and apparently he'd been living up in Arizona. And Bumpy said, I need help. So he had to reach out and have a sit down with him, have a conversation. So
you remember he went kind of nuts before, like not nuts, but he got power hungry. Remember, he was
power hungry. That's why.
He was trying to take down the commission.
Well, the commission ran. They didn't unalive him, but they ran his ass out of town. They told him to get the hell out. Same like with Chin. Chen. Yeah, they just told him he had to get gone. So, well, they having their conversation. He talking about Columbo, trying to take, took his club from him. He taking over Harlem, and I guess Harlem was probably. I'm assuming, Tamika, that Harlem was probably like, we don't mess with Harlem. Like it's a place that I guess you can do whatever.
Yeah, they felt like they could do what they want, and like he's messing it up, bringing extra attention to them.
Right. Yeah, they could do what they wanted at home, but Columbo is all on TV, all up in the videos, come to death row. You know what I'm saying? And so they's like, we gotta do something about this guy, So Bumpy wants him to go talk to the commission and sit down and see what they can do to solve this problem. So I'm glad we see him back. I know he was a butthole before, but if he can help Bumpy, I'm glad to see him back.
Exactly. The thing is, they were getting along good at one time. Remember, that was the guy he used to come play chess with.
And this, okay, so now here go this Negro Pettigrew when he starts talking about Frank didn't know who Bonano was because he been down the South, so he didn't know who he was. And he talking about he just as bad, if not worse than Columbo. And he talking about right now we ain't got nothing going on. He just pissed off. We ain't got no money. We ain't eating. We ain't got nothing. And Chance is like, one thing about Chance, he's a ride or die. Like he gonna just trust Bumpy that Bumpy's gonna do right by him, and he's just gonna wait and see what happens. And Frank, I guess, is also doing the same thing. But Pettigrew is like, he's hard-headed. And what y'all gotta say about this guy and his afro? Any thoughts on Pettigrew here?
Tamika? I'll go after her.
I'm disgusted with him. It's like, I don't want to believe that he really turning on them. I want to think that this is a trick. I wouldn't be surprised if he is, because we feel like, we've been saying it every damn episode, like you said, just from how he moved last season and the whole way he been acting since we came back this season is making it seem that way. You know, the foreshadowing moments that he would possibly do something like that. But I want to feel like it's a setup and this is a trick. Okay, if not, off with his damn head. Like, we don't need you.
She said off with the head. Yes, I agree. I agree.
He telling him, look, you don't believe Bumpy. You should believe him in all of this. Sorry, y'all.
Yeah, he been around Bumpy long enough. Like, just why you keep questioning him and going all crazy and being thirsty is just not a good look.
But do y'all think he's going there to? Do y'all think that they setting it up to do it so he could get close to him?
That's what I want to believe, because I didn't think that he was going to be successful. Even if he did try to go in there and take him out, I felt like he was going to get taken out in the end. That's what I thought.
He need a black guy to work. He need a black guy to work certain parts of Harlem, so he is going to take him in. I think. How close he gonna get to him, I don't know.
To take him in.
Yeah. So the question is he gonna stay? Is he staying? Is he loyal for the cause? Because they know they got to take him out.
What
do you think?
I don't know, but I just don't like he's always questioning Bumpy. I agree with Mrs. T.
I don't like that.
I don't like that either.
That part is what
thirsty the whole season.
I don't know. Yeah, but I really think he is. Now that could be. He could. Okay, we could just be. They could be tricking us. It could be a setup that he's gonna come and try to take Columbo out, because we do know Columbo does get stabbed by a black man in real life. That happened. Okay, he didn't die, but he got stabbed up or shot up or something like that. And
if he's working for him, he could get close to him.
That's true. So he could be doing it as a setup, but just the mere fact that he has been questioning Bumpy and getting smart and all that. That's what's so. Okay, y'all making me maybe. I'm still mad with him right now, but y'all making me think now that maybe it could be a setup. Okay, Lord, I'm gonna be on pins and needles, bite my fingernails off till the next episode. Yeah, what if Bumpy sent Pettigrew? So
that's what I'm thinking, because when it transitioned and Bumpy was going to meet up with Stella and Chaz, I can't think of his name up here, but when he was going to that meeting, they were showing Frank, Pettigrew, and Chance all walking off together. So you didn't know where they was going or what they was gonna do, but then all of a sudden Pettigrew ended up by himself, and we seeing him going through the back, because he already said he could get in there easy. So I was like, no, he not going against Bumpy and just going in there to take him out. And I said, he not going to be successful with that. His ass going to end up getting taken out. But I was not expecting him to walk up and whisper like,
you the only black man up in there. Nobody question you coming in there. You ain't have a suit on, like a bus boy or waiter suit.
Yeah, but
you coming in like you coming in with your leather jacket on. Nobody ain't. I think in real life, some mobster, somebody like the muscle would have been.
Yeah, hey man, he just was walking through like it was nothing.
I'm gonna give it the benefit of the doubt. He was working there, and I don't think they could have changed staff that fast. So people know he's in charge now, but they don't know the inner workings of everything. So he probably could get a pass and walk in there like that. Because he was security at one time.
He got shot in Columbus Circle. Next week's preview looked like the speech Columbo was giving Columbus Circle. Yeah, I saw that. I mean, I saw the picture of it. Well, we got Stella. Columbo banging on her door and telling me, you get the roses I gave you, the flowers. And see, he's still on this thing about let's get married and let's, she don't love him, but he said ain't about no love. We just try to blend in our families together, our businesses together. And he do make a good point on one thing. You're not going to ever really be in charge as a woman in the mob organization. You just not. So he said, but if you with me, then you got power and you could be making moves and doing things, and but by herself, no one's listening to her.
Exactly.
So that point, I may give him that, but I don't want her marrying this man. I don't want her marrying him, and I don't think she will, but I don't know. I'm on the fence on her, but on what she gonna do, I don't know. But now we back to brother Omar. I thought we was done with his ass, but we back. So he at the prison, and he overheard these dudes talking about the guy who they believe that took out Malcolm, and the guys was talking slick. I ain't never liked Malcolm. He was always running his mouth, and I couldn't stand his guts. And I mean, I'm paraphrasing, but that's what they were saying. And he told the little bald head guy, he said, look, I'm with Bumpy Johnson. Get gone. And the guy said, I don't want no smoke. I don't want no problems. He walked away. Omar handled business. He damn near choked this dude to death to get the name out. What was it, Kareem, right?
Yeah.
Was the guy Kareem Hassan? Mm-hmm. And but I don't think that that's the guy who killed Mal. I mean, on the show. I don't mean real life. I don't know. I think that I don't know. I'm still on the fence on that. But we'll get to that when I at the end toward that part. But what y'all think about seeing Omar again?
Somebody in Jersey.
And it was somebody in Newark. That's a fact. Now we already, everybody in real life, the real life thing, we know that it was some guys in Newark, New Jersey, and the main guy who shot him with that double barrel shotgun was a guy in Newark, New Jersey, who's now deceased and passed away. But he lived in Newark. Everybody, it's like an open secret. Like everybody knows.
Everybody knew.
Everybody know. Everybody knew. Everybody, like, he was everybody's homeboy. Everybody knew it. But it's like something you don't talk about.
Yeah, you saw the Netflix documentary, didn't you?
Right. Mm-hmm.
That one was good.
Very good. Yeah, very good. And all that information turned out to be all facts. Turned out to be true. So, well, anyway, but so how much more Omar we gonna be seeing? Are we, we done with Omar? Or I thought we was done with him last time, but look like he keep his bald head behind keep popping up every so often.
Yeah, I guess he gonna. I mean, just for the fact that I'm sure there was always rumors and talk behind the scenes of who did it and who was behind it and things of that nature. And you're just trying to
Kayla got her little 2 cents too.
I think they throwing that in there because it was always talks of it, in real life as well. And we know that the people that went to jail wasn't the one that did it. So I guess that's just a way of putting that.
No, it ain't no supposedly, Mo. It's a fact. I mean, and I'm not gonna say allegedly. It is facts that he did. The real main guy did live in Newark. Matter of fact, he was friends with Cory Booker, Senator Cory Booker. Like he was friends with the lieutenant governor at the time. So it was a black woman. Like this man was well known. He was doing stuff in the community, working with kids. It's not no secret. Everybody knew who the guy was. It's just nobody was.
That documentary still on Netflix.
Go to Netflix, Mo. It's on there. It's called Who Killed Malcolm X. That's the name of it. Who Killed Malcolm? And there's another good one called Who Killed Sam Cooke. Watch that one too. That's a whole, another story. But that one's also a great one on Netflix. It's still on there. Yes, I'm so over Omar and his love story. That part, that's why I'm over. I want at least to move on from him. So
she's going. I feel like she already did move on, but at the end of the day, she never believed that he did it, and she always felt like there was a cover up.
He called her for help, though.
Yeah.
So she did.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
He told her never to come back, and she already was moved on, honey.
Yeah, she was. Yeah, she over there with Sadiq, aka Obi. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, she did move on. But it's true that it was there was 3 black men that went to prison for all them 3, like 30 or 40 years. Exactly. So that part is the truth. who
Yeah,
who
and
did
they
not,
let one of
and
them out because he was innocent.
well, two of them ended up dying.
Right,
Why they were,
exactly.
yeah, two of them ended up dying. So we never got to have
And that's
chance
so
to really talk to
horrible.
them.
Can't get
Yeah,
that
So
back.
so
so is that
one of them
Omar
came
the
out. He's out walking around now. And one of them is out,
Right.
yeah, is
and
that
he
Omar?
and they I think they suing New York State, FBI,
Oh yeah,
CIA.
they
As
are.
he
It's a
should.
big lawsuit. It's going
Yeah.
along with Malcolm X's daughters. There's a big
Yeah.
lawsuit going on for like hundreds of millions of dollars. They not gonna probably get all the money, but at least get something, So um you say you saw Who Killed Malcolm X? Yeah, so it's ain't no allegedly or all that supposedly. It's true. Did they mention Bobby Womack? I gotta go back and watch it because I can't remember. I think they did.
They mentioned Bobby Womack in the Sam Cooke one about the suit and everything.
Yeah,
Yes, they did.
they did. Yeah, they did.
That's the
Actually
first
mention
time
Bobby.
I heard that story.
I heard stuff about Bobby Womack back in the day. That story, I love Bobby Womack. He's one of my favorite soul singers. He's on the list of my favorite soul singers. But when I think about, and I'm getting sidetracked, but when I think about that story of he was a grimy ass nigga. I'm sorry. He was a grimy Bobby Womack, but I love him as a soul singer. Like I love his music.
Well,
But
he
he
said he
did some
deserved to
grimy
get his
stuff.
behind whipped for that. He said
Yeah,
he
he did
deserved
some
to get his
grimy stuff. I
behind.
mean, sleep with underage girls and all kinds of him and his brothers. His brother Cecil, who was a slime ball too. Yeah, but a
Didn't
lot of
he
things
mess
went
with
on.
his wife's daughter? Like the
Yes,
other,
that's
yup.
and
He
she
did
was
a
like
lot of messed up
17.
stuff. Yup.
Yeah, and she was like 17 or something like that. Child, we might have to do a Bobby Womack story. It's a crazy story. It's real
Well, his
crazy.
story is on Unsung. They need to make his
Yeah,
thing a
if you can
biopic.
find it, because if you can find it online somewhere, you can find it. Omar doesn't know. Oh, Omar doesn't know that she moved on because he's talking about getting out and being together. That's true, Miss T. He did say
He
that.
sure
Yeah.
didn't, and she
So
didn't
she
tell him either.
mm-hmm, mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Right. Okay, now y'all, here's another one that I'm throwing in the fire. It's Mayme. I am tired of Mayme and her sucking up to these white women and all these white folk. Okay, I understand you trying to get black artists and black poets and everything recognized in Harlem. I get that. Do your own thing, Mayme. Do your own thing. You know why you keep dealing with these white people? They're racist. They don't want you. They don't like you. They took your money. They don't care nothing about you.
I
They
don't
really
understand
don't.
why she clamoring to be with them
It's
and
it's
kissing
getting
up
on
to
my
them.
nerve. Yeah.
Yeah, I
And
don't like.
then, oh my God. I can't deal with it. I can't deal with it. Wait a minute. Hang on a second. So she is talking to this Truman Capote. He was a poet and a novelist and everything back in the day. And she, you know, she just doing too much. I don't even know what more to say about Mayme. I mean, what you gotta say about her, Tamika? Because I don't want to cuss the lady out, but she's pissing me off.
Nothing at this point. Mamie gonna be Mamie. I thought she wasn't being bothered with them no more. We already talked about last week the direction that we wanted her to go in. So it's like obviously she was accepted in and she's a part of it. And now she want to talk to Capote and get him to bring in some black people. Oh, we gotta have some color up in the building.
Yeah,
You know,
and
don't you want the
this the
news and the
real
lights and the
Truman
fashion?
Capote. This the real life
Mm-hmm.
person. I just want people to see who he looked like. So even though, even with that voice, that little crazy voice, the real
Yeah.
guy did talk like that. He had a
Yeah,
real
I
high
forget
pitch,
the show. I
crazy.
know
Yeah.
it's what's his name, the one that be doing all the damn biography movies and other crazy movies and American Horror Stories. He did one on him too. It was good. The guy that played him, I can't think of the actor, but he had him
I
down
know.
pat.
Oh yeah, I know who you talking about. I just don't remember his name,
Mm-hmm.
but I know who you talking about. Yeah,
Yeah.
and they've been movies on Capote
Mm-hmm.
before. Yeah, so he was a real life person, but he was a racist too. He was racist, and then how you gonna be openly gay and racist? You want people
never
to
mind. Let me be quiet.
You want people to accept you for your life and your lifestyle, whatever it is, and we do. We show you respect, but then you gonna have nerve to be racist.
He was crazy. Period. He had
was
a lot of
crazy.
shit
Yeah,
with
you could
him.
tell he was crazy. You could just tell he was crazy. Yeah, but she just kept on, like she said. Okay,
I think something happened with them too.
What you mean? With who?
It just seemed like a lover spat with those two.
Oh, you mean her and him and James Baldwin? Yeah, Jimmy.
It was just two queens.
Oh,
just like
because they hate each other for no reason. Yeah, right.
Exactly.
And they really didn't have a reason not to like each other. I think it might have been a lover spat type of thing. Yeah. Now, of course, they wasn't gonna say that on here, but that's probably what happened.
Yeah.
I was surprised that they had made me say the whole thing with the gay men thing.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's true. Because this was in the 60s, so that wasn't accepted like that. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
That wasn't accepted at all. It wasn't accepted at all. So I mean, they couldn't really be open like people are now. So but she was just doing too much. And then the lady, what was her, Alice or whatever her name is, she was like, Mayme, stop Mayme. And she was driving me crazy. I'm tired of Mayme.
You'll be uninvited.
Yeah, well, Lord,
I was like, please.
Yeah, I mean, and that's why Elise told her, remember Elise told her a couple episodes back, why are you kissing these white people's butt like this? But anyway, so now we with the commission, and they all saying, look, we don't have no problem with Colombo. We all making money. And one of them said, look, I like what he's talking about. He highlighting Italians and this, that, and we all making money from him. So, like every time he pays us. So I don't have a problem with him. But Pino is on my last nerve. And he's going to go in the fire too.
Exactly. So, he in charge, but he really not.
Yeah, and I think he's the one that they're going to take out. I think it's Pino.
No, he definitely going.
Yeah, I think Pino's going to be taken.
I think that's going to be between Frank and Chance.
She probably going to tell Bumpy, and she didn't say this, I'm just guessing. I'll do you this favor by having your back with Columbo's situation, but you got to take care of Pino for me. Because she looked like she wanted to ball up her fist in this episode.
When she was playing that record, I thought she was going to shoot across that table when after they finished playing cards and it was just them two there.
Yeah,
I thought she was going to take them down then.
Right, because he was talking about basically I can't remember word for word, but he was basically you using what you got to get what you want type of thing, and and they just talking to her like she, but that's what Columbo was trying to tell her, that you're never going to be respected as a woman in the mob business. So, well, anyway, they knew that Pino was the one who, and Pino think he in charge, and he said, look, Chin made me in charge. He said, no, Chin didn't make you in charge. He made Stella in charge. It ain't you. You just a face of you just there, but you're not in charge. Yeah, Stella can't take out a maid guy. No, she cannot.
That's why I think they're gonna have Bumpy and them do it. Just how the same thing they did with Raising Cain.
Yeah, maybe Frank. They might get Frank to do it.
She likes him too.
Oh yeah, how she be looking all seductive.
She like chocolate.
She do like chocolate, yeah. Even though he a little vanilla, but she like chocolate. The white chocolate. So now we already talked about when Omar asked her to come, and that's when he gives her the name Kareem Hassim or something like that. And so we kind of already discussed it, but yeah, he said. What was that comment earlier? He said that he don't know that she moved on, because he's saying that we're gonna be together when you get out.
Yeah, that's a pipe dream. That's not giving him some hope now, because all his hope was gone, and she don't want to tell him, like she just like, okay.
Oh, here you go. Bobby Womack married Sam Cooke's wife. Right
Yeah,
after
and then
Sam
slept
Cooke
with
was
her
murdered.
daughter.
Right after he
Mhm.
was murdered, he married the wife and then was caught in bed with the daughter. The daughter was a teenager. She's like 16 or
Mhm.
17, something like that. So the
Mhm.
whole thing, yeah, right. And then I told you the brother Cecil had he
Yeah.
had Mary well strung out on the dope. I'm telling you, that
Mm.
whole story with them is
A lot of
wild.
them was trash, John. A lot of them
Yeah.
still is trash.
Yeah. They had great. That's why I said Tamika body. No, you're right. They all trash. They are really trash. Like I said, he one of my favorite soul singers as far as some songs. He has some great
Mhm.
songs. Bobby Womack had real great songs. But eh, but I can't get down with him as far as what he did here.
Yeah.
That was wild. Yeah, Omar
Mhm.
Cook is shanked up in there. Y'all think that might happen?
I don't
Nah,
think
he
so because
protected
he
under
under Bumpy.
Bumpy.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
he's
right.
under
That's right.
Bumpy now.
He protected now, so ain't nobody really
Mhm.
getting too close to him.
Yeah, he just gonna
Um,
sit and rot in jail. That's
he gonna
all.
yeah. The white woman told her, talking about Mayme, it wasn't her place when she talked to
Mhm.
Truman about the party. You know, and Mayme, why you want to keep sitting there while somebody talking to you like that? I don't get it, but
Exactly. They
I
are sitting
don't know,
over in the corner.
sir.
I know it's the
You see how
60s, so
far away
I
she
got to take
is
my
from them?
mind out, and it's not the 2000s, it's the 60s. So people did
Mhm.
do a lot of, you know, we had our
That's just
people
what
had to
she
have
want
been
to
through a
do.
lot.
I've come to accept it because, and Mamie was irking my nerves in this episode. I just was like,
Right.
girl, you doing too damn much,
See,
but
the
go
thing is, I
ahead.
understand. Look, I understand this is the 60s. It's not the 2000s. A lot of
Mhm.
people, including probably our family members, parents, grandmothers, everybody, had to accept a lot of stuff. Close your mouth, suck it in, because you couldn't go against the white man. But in Mamie's case, it's different because she got money. She really ain't got to deal with these people like this.
No, she
She,
choose to. She just want to fit in, get in where you fit
I
in, and that's
understand
just what she
somebody
want to
else.
do.
Like I understand somebody else who make a low paying job, who might be a waitress,
Hmm.
a maid, or a butler. I understand that those people like that work in factories. You got to keep your mouth closed and say yes, boss, and all that. But I'm talking
Cause
about
in her
Amy.
mind, she's still thinking that she a damn equal. I don't know how
Yeah, she
Yeah,
thinks
but
she equal with
she
them.
she
thinking
gave
that
them
this is
all of
leveling
that.
up her status.
She gave
Right,
them all that money just to sit in the other room.
Hmm.
Ain't no way in hell.
yeah. Why did she tell everybody her plan instead of just doing it? You know what
Hmm.
I'm saying? She could have still had the thing for Harlem with all the poets and the
Exactly.
artists and just do it yourself.
Exactly. We
And
was
Exactly.
talking
Bumpy
about
was
that
gonna give
last
Bumpy
week.
had the money to give it to her.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
So I thought maybe they okay this episode. She didn't listen to them and bought with it anyway. Yeah, I mean true, that's true, but she still was.
That annoyed me too. I just was like, girl, why you want to go there so bad and
Why
break
you want to
up?
go there so bad?
Yeah, like,
Yeah.
Exactly.
I don't know, but
Yeah, I
I
wish she would leave
guess
that group. Man, hopefully next episode she done left.
she
Queens in the
ain't
building.
leaving.
Ow.
Mm-hmm. It was NYC. Mm-hmm. Stella's going to take Peanut off. We talked about that earlier. Stella can't take out a okay. The whole storyline with Stella being a boss is unrealistic. Oh yeah, we know it's not true. That part is not true. Frank
Hmm.
Lucas is a real person. Malcolm X was a real person.
Right. Yeah, she's not
People
even
like
a
that.
real person. She's
She's
made
not even
up.
real.
But
No,
I
she's
will
made up.
say
No.
this, don't get it twisted, even though they would never have her out on the front line, which they still don't technically, but it's a lot of women that's behind these men that done been giving them the
Oh,
ideas that
right,
Mm-hmm.
that's
right.
running organizations. I'll just say
Right.
that.
I wish that they did tap into that Stephanie St. Clair story. I wish
Yeah,
they
we
had. It's
talked
too late
about
now, but
that.
I
Hmm.
wish they had it at the beginning, like at the beginning of
Right.
I
season
think
one. I
that's
wish
why
they
they
had.
called
Yeah.
the
St.
night
Clair.
spot
Yeah,
St. Clair for that.
yeah.
That was a tribute
Yeah.
to her.
Right.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
But I wish they would have showed her. I guess, it's Godfather, not Godmother. So
Yeah, that's
Mm-hmm.
true. That's right. Okay, Antoine saying something different. I think Bumpy's man is not a traitor. Okay. I think he's running the play that Bumpy gave him We just didn't get to see Bumpy.
That's what we said.
Yeah, we said that
I'm
earlier,
hoping
right
that
before
if you
came
wasn't
in.
here, but we were saying that. I'm
Yeah.
hoping
Yeah.
that's what it
Well,
is.
Antoine,
That's
I
what
wasn't
I'm
on.
disappointed.
I wasn't on that train at first. My first thought is to grab him by his afro and throw him in this fire. But now that y'all talking, now that y'all saying it, I'm like, okay, that's true. That could happen. We might, you know how they like to play with us, the writers on stories and stuff. So that could be, and I like a story that's not predictable, where I'm not sitting there knowing everything that's gonna happen. So
exactly,
it could twist up next week. You know?
Exactly. And if it don't, then just bang bang.
Bang bang. That's right. I know. Oh man, I'm gonna tell you, if it turns out that he is a traitor, I'm not gonna be sad at all if he goes.
No, he deserved what he get if he is.
He
I feel
deserves
that
it,
way
yeah.
too.
Yeah, so Frank could be hitting that on the slide. Hey, P. Bronson, what's going on? Hey, Lemon Kush. Hey, Queen. Hola.
His girlfriend is gone.
I said, Omar gonna get out. I don't know.
I mean, if he do it, damn sure ain't gonna be so about like what 30 years later.
Right? Yeah, it ain't gonna be. Yeah, we ain't gonna have that many seasons.
We ain't gonna be. By the time he get out, we'll see money making Mitch.
right.
In Harlem.
Right.
And Alpo.
AZ. That's right.
You
know? And Bobby was wearing Sam's clothes. Oh, Bobby Womack was wearing Sam's clothes and driving his car. Yes, I know. I know. You know something? Much as I love Bobby Womack, now y'all making me hate his ass. I know this.
I wish you didn't trust me so
much. That's the jam right there. Across 110th Street, that's the jam. I was up to you, he had some good songs. He had some good love songs back in the day. He really did. He had a song with, what's that song, Tamika, with him and Patti LaBelle? Bobby Womack and Patti LaBelle. It was a big song back in the 80s, 90s, whatever it was.
I know what you're talking about.
I can't understand that, baby. That's not
no, it was wait a minute. Oh Lord, y'all gonna make me look it up. I know we done got sidetracked, but it's Bobby Womack. Was it Bobby Womack songs? Wait a minute. There you go. Oh, he also got another good song. A Woman's Gotta Have It. That's another good one. Oh, y'all, this the one.
Baby,
y'all.
I'm scared of you.
Baby, I'm scared. That was a good one. But this is probably one of his best ones, and actually that's a great album because I remember having that album back then. If you think you're lonely, because Jodeci,
that was my jam.
Oh yeah, and JoJo redid that thing.
If you think you're lonely,
oh, wait a minute. We got some male energy here.
What up?
What's up?
What up? I thought y'all was. I'm late. I thought y'all was gone. I'm like, hurry up.
Now we've been.
Oh no, we done got sidetracked on all kind of stuff, but we here. We still here.
Okay.
And yeah, that was a good one. Yeah. Anyway, but that he was something else. Said the government is bigger than Bumpy, and could take Omar out. But we know, I mean, yeah, if we talking about just this story, yeah. Since Mayme can pass the brown paper bag test, she wants to move up the ladder. Yeah, she gets on my last nerve. Okay, Detroit, please talk about Mayme. How you feel about her? Because I'm tired of her.
I think she's trying to get accepted by these white people for some reason. I don't get it. He was I'm trying to think though. She was never this bad in season 1 or 2, right?
No, she wasn't.
This season, understand what the problem is. He real bad.
Remember, her homegirl is gone. That was her link to the white people. Because when that guy got Pow Pow, the one we talked about in the beginning, I forgot his name. But when he got Pow Pow, remember she was running to her and she was associating with those people, and she brought her in.
Okay, Antoine, that's not true because Huey P. Newton is from the Bay.
Yeah.
So that's wrong. Yeah, I mean, that's a good one, Antoine, but it's no, but that's inaccurate because he's from the Bay Area. Him and Bobby Field, they from the Bay, so
and their Black Panthers was already established. They
were already established before the Panther 21, right? Yeah, they was already established before Fred Hampton, before Panther 21, a whole lot. Yeah, so that can't be true on that one.
He's from the Bay Area though.
I know, that's what I said. Yeah, he's from the Bay. So yeah, so I mean, Antoine just you throw something out there, see if it sticks.
Oh yeah.
I like the conversation tonight.
Yeah, I like the conversation. Even if we talk wild stuff, it don't matter. Oh yeah, I definitely can separate. I know how to separate art, music or artists from whatever crazy crap they do. I still listen to R. Kelly, so it don't matter to me. So I can separate a good song from their life. I don't know. Hashtag I don't know these people. So
no.
Yeah,
right.
So I don't give a damn.
I just want the music. I don't care about their personal life.
Yeah, me exactly. Yeah,
that's the problem.
Yeah.
Well, let me go back a little bit. I want to hear Detroit's take on some of this because we didn't talk. Okay, what you think about when Bumpy went to confront the bankers?
He did the right thing, man. Bumpy don't want to go back selling no drugs, man. He too old. He ain't trying to do that no more.
Right.
I respect it.
Yeah. And then what you think about Bonano showing back up? Bumpy called him.
The OG is back. Can't trust him though.
No, he ain't to be. No, you can't trust him. No, you can't trust him.
He's trying to get his spot back.
He's trying to get his spot back. Once he get back, it's gonna be some. What you think about this Negro here? Do you think he's solid, Pettigrew, or do you know?
I was thinking.
You think the writers are trying to play with us to make us think that he's turning on Bumpy, but he's not really going to do that?
At first, I was kind of upset with him, and then I said, "What if he just doing this? What if he just trying to be an informant?" And I don't know, man. What y'all think?
I don't know. That's what we were saying earlier. First, I was like, "The hell with him! Chop his head off, throw him in the fire." But then Tamika and everybody, and then Moochie and everybody in the chat was telling me that, hey, no, maybe it's a setup. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna wait and see, but I don't know.
Let me ask Moochie and Tamika right now. The guy we know Bumpy Johnson. I can only see this going. I don't see 6 seasons of this. I'm sorry, people. I just don't. So I think they gotta kill somebody. I mean, annihilate somebody. It's for Frank Lucas to be the right hand man.
Well, Moochie already got it going to 10 seasons, going all the way to Alpo.
Yeah, you don't even see it like how I see it.
Yeah, she's taking it all the way to Alpo.
I could take it there because you talking about
Rich Porter and all that. She's taking all the way to the 80s.
If you talking about Godfather of Harlem, it could transition.
It could, but not. I don't think they. I think it's one more season of this. I think Frank Lucas probably gonna get his spin on.
Yeah, but even if it is, it's still an extension of the show. It's still gonna be the Godfather of Harlem.
That is true though, but I don't see no 1985. They ain't going that far. This guy right here, the creator, he's a white guy. You know what I mean? He created Narcos. He created Hotel Cocaine. He got another show that's dealing with the Italian. I think he had the Italian. He ain't going to the 80s and 90s.
I think he wrote books too. I think he's an author.
If he doing Cocaine Hotel, that's the 80s. Why not?
But he don't know from when you get to the 80s, it'll get from hip hop. He ain't no disrespect to Bumpy Johnson. This ain't got it's like 1960. I don't think he can write a show dealing with like hip hop culture. When you start getting like
that, you hire people like me.
Yeah, Moochie gonna throw her name in the hat.
I'm speaking into existence, y'all.
She gonna be on one of the writers. Yep.
Man, MGM Plus putting their budget on to From. They ain't about to go no 10 seasons with this.
That's Tamika show right there. From. Okay, so do you think Stella gonna marry Columbo? Detroit.
I think she gonna set him up. I think I ain't gonna get there because I don't want to run or nothing like that. But she ain't trying to. She don't like him because he don't like black
No.
people.
Well, he did say. I mean, she did tell him the last episode that I'm not in love with you, and he said it's not about love. It's about putting out
It's about
families together.
partnership.
It's about partnership. Yeah. All right, Detroit. What you think about Omar? I mean, you think he did the right thing trying to choke this dude out to get the information?
He did the best he could. He tired of being in there. I don't think he want to
I
be in
don't blame
prison, but
him.
I
No.
think,
Who
but
do? Shit.
I would have did the same thing. But he deserved to be
Yeah.
in there.
Right. And for something you ain't do, so
He
you
ain't
you
do
gonna try to do
yeah.
what you can. Right. And then here go Mayme again. We already talked about her.
I'm not really
Kissing the
interested
baby.
in her storyline, to be
Me,
honest with you.
I'm not even. I'm
I
done with
just don't
Mayme.
like the fact that she kissing ass.
Right. And
It
it's
really
so
bothers
and
me.
like she got her lips plastered on them white women's butt. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it's crazy. What you think about the commission coming together and Pino was like, nah, I'm in charge and he's not going against Columbo. He actually working with Columbo.
Yeah, he the only one. Everybody else in the family don't rock with Columbo.
But they said they
They
making
taking that
money with the money. They said they
Huh?
making money with him, so they don't really want to.
But
I
they ain't
guess
down with him taking over Harlem though.
no, they not. They don't like Columbo at all. They don't like him.
If
But
they try to take
but
over Harlem, it's gonna be too much heat on them.
remember, just like on The Sopranos, Tony Soprano didn't like some. It was a couple of guys he didn't like, but they were good earners.
The New York dudes, but he
Yeah,
didn't
he
like
didn't like some of them guys, but they were good earners. They made money. You know what I'm saying? Remember, even with Vito being gay, he didn't
like
he want to take Vito out because Vito was a big earner. So
To
I mean,
make it
sometimes they
dead.
tolerate people even if they're big earners. And Columbo's a big earner and they making money. So I don't know if they're gonna agree to take him out.
To make it dead, y'all ain't gonna like this, but Bumpy Johnson is stupid this season. He ain't smart at it
Oh
one bit.
no.
He's
Yeah,
getting stupid.
he made a couple of dumb moves.
He
He
did. Yeah,
ain't.
last episode.
He
Oh
should
my
have got
god, yeah.
in from the get go, and he would have still been making money.
Man,
Yeah,
I
we
saw that.
been said that.
I saw that play a mile away when that man was gonna do that. Man, come on, Bumpy John, you smarter than that, dog.
Yeah, but he let his guard down for some reason. He let his guard down.
Even his right hand man, even Frank Lucas even said, "Can you really trust this dude?"
Mo said he gonna look. I don't know. I guess Mo's a man. I don't want. But anyway, they'll lose interest if they transition to Frank Lucas and Nikki Ball. I won't. I won't lose
I
interest.
won't.
Yeah, I won't.
Especially you gotta I think if they do it right and
depending on how
add
the
the
script
music
is.
into it too, you got Swiss Beats with the music. They could do some up to date 70s sounding tracks. And if the storyline is good, you still got the Italians, you got their little wars going on. I see it as a good idea. You could even bring you could bring all of that into it because still the mob was still going up in the city and they was meeting up and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Do
But
you
we
really
might
trust
see
the music? Do you
we
really
might
trust in
see a
that though?
distinction like where it splits up. But yeah, if it was me, I'd be able to do it.
Moochie got too much faith in Swiss, but he ain't doing nothing now.
We ain't talking. I'm just giving you. I'm not saying he's doing a great job. All he got to. How hard is it to revamp some '70s music? They did it for American Gangster.
I agree with you, but
They
why
sure
he ain't
did.
doing?
They
But
sure
why he
did.
That
ain't?
was the Bomb Squad. Hank Shockley doing that.
Why
Right.
he ain't doing it in
was
this
fire.
one though? Why I'm not feeling no 60 music when I'm looking at this show? If I'm not seeing the
You ain't
costumes and stuff
to
like
date
that,
music. Yeah.
No, they
I don't
using
want.
today's music. Like, remember
I
they
don't
had
want that.
DMX on here. They had DMX playing on like one of them seasons, like last season or something. So
I'm not
I mean,
comparing. Can I say I'm not comparing the shows? I'm not comparing them. with Snowfall and Raising Canaan. Snowfall got me feeling like I'm in the 80s. Raising Canaan really got me feeling like I'm in the golden era of the 90s.
Well, especially
Godfather Harlem ain't got
especially
that, got me feeling
Snowfall,
that.
because Snowfall really played all that 80s, early hip hop, 80s R&B. That Snowfall really made me feel like I was my teenage years back in the 80s, you know.
True.
Great
Yeah,
man,
it really
come
did.
like the last like the I know y'all like Greg Nice. Greg Nice was and Gangstar was 1990s. Man, that joint had me feeling good in the 90s.
Mhm.
When I'm
Yeah.
looking at that, you
And
could
Raising
be like,
Cane, you got a good point with that, because Raising Cane too, with the music when they be playing Rakim and all that, and Ice Cube, and yeah, so yeah. So you got
and
a
it
good
make you
point.
feel and,
I don't know why he's using today's music in this story when we're talking about 1967, 68. I'm not really sure I
All
don't
he
know.
gotta do is play some certain songs, but he don't even. I mean, I don't know. To me, I feel like
Yeah, I don't know. I ain't never
I
really
feel
thought
like
about you saying something, but now you saying it. I see what you're saying.
it's
it's
so much stuff in
Mamie.
the 60s. Like where James
Yeah, I
Bond
don't really
at?
be caring about the music. I just think the storyline is good. The costumes
I,
is good. The
Yeah,
only person that bothered me was Fat
with
Joe. I
Fat
was so
Joe.
disgusted
Fat
Yup.
with
Joe
that
was the
shit.
one that messed it up. Fat
He
Joe
did
was
Yeah.
not
the one that messed
belong
it up.
there. It was like he
He
came
did
Tamika,
out of
not
a time
belong there.
machine.
that
Look, they
nigga like he came from the
when they had
2000s.
when
Hmm.
last week episode when we talked, they had Eric B on there from Eric B and Rakim. He looked like from the 60s. He had a
Yeah,
suit
I
on. He
said
had
He
his
this
looked like a
is Fat
jazz
Joe
thing,
and
a
from the
jazz
Uh-huh.
he
musician.
looked
That's
like a
just what he
jazz
looked like.
musician or a businessman or something from that time
70s.
frame. Yeah.
Did
So
you hear make him clap to this? I didn't
no,
hear that when I
No,
seen him.
I'm glad
no.
I'm there.
See, when I
And I'm gonna
saw
keep it.
Fat Joe, I saw lean back. Okay.
Mhm. Lean
Fat
back.
Joe was a wild
Lean
boy before
back.
he came out of there with the 2025
Good.
beard,
I
his
know
the
with the
gear.
Beijing and all that. Yeah, he looked a man.
Uh,
Yeah.
They said maybe might get her nigga wake up call like Paul Mooney used to say. Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
If
Yeah,
she
she
didn't get it by now, what's gonna happen that's gonna make her get
Exactly.
it?
Was she
Like,
gonna get hit
let's
with a
be
painting
real.
or a
he
sculpture?
been nobody said she ain't get it by now. She ain't getting it. Oh Lord. Oh yeah, and Tony Soprano, he did not like Ralphie, but Ralphie was a
Yeah.
big earner. So he
Yep.
didn't the only reason he got taken out because Ralphie kept running his mouth.
It
But it
was
wasn't
that
because
damn
it
mhm.
wasn't
horse that
because
got him
yeah,
taken out.
it was that damn horse. Yeah. Um yeah, Jerome's S curl, his Jerry curl definitely made you feel like you was in the 80s back then.
Mm-mm.
That's for sure.
Even
Uh
Frank Lucas don't even. I'm sorry, this the dude that playing Frank Lucas. He doing a great job.
he's
I
doing a
like his
great job, but
acting.
he don't look like nothing like the real Frank Lucas. You know what I'm
He don't
saying?
look like
So,
Neither
nothing like
did
the real Frank
Denzel, but
Lucas,
y'all
but the
wasn't
gear.
complaining.
huh?
I said neither did Denzel, but y'all wasn't complaining.
Oh, where's Denzel? You know what I'm saying? Yeah,
I
uh,
mean, Forrest
yeah,
Whitaker don't look like no Bumpy Johnson neither.
yeah.
But he doing a
Mm-mm-mm.
great job. But they don't have Frank Lucas. Like they got him dressing like a bum one time. Then they got him with the fake coat on or whatever. I'm like, man,
Oh
come
yeah,
on,
and
y'all.
that thing with the coat, yeah, that thing, the coat was too soon. That didn't happen until much later. He wasn't with Bumpy Johnson
Exactly.
then, so they messed up with that part because the coat didn't come in. And like Tamika explained to me multiple episodes back that Inga, this is not exactly like a true story. They sprinkling a little bit of truth with some fiction, so it's not all the way true. So
Hmm.
yeah. So and then okay, Detroit. So we talked about this with Omar just told Elise the name of the guy that he choked out. And now we moving on to here go Mayme again with trying to beg, and like he was like, why you care? He said she said, look, I got the invitation to the party, and he said, I don't know to say congratulations or my condolences. He didn't want to go to that shit.
Mm-mm.
He knew
Man, I
what it was
don't know
about.
why, man.
He
Her
telling her the
character,
same thing.
Yeah, he telling the same thing that we're saying. Like, why are you caring about this stuff?
James Baldwin on the show, I like he's a legend, but they didn't really need him in this season, man. Like, why y'all put him in this show? And I don't care about her storyline. Her storyline is boring.
Yeah, her storyline really ain't bad. We can move on from her. Um, okay, so Stella, Stella, Stella meeting up with Bumpy and the at the diner, and this is when they was talking about Pino, right? And this saying Pino is said, I guess she's trying to tell him there's nothing I can do about Pino. He's not gonna listen to me. So
he a racist too, so he ain't trying to hear that.
yeah, oh, he most definitely a racist, but none of them Italians at that time liked black. So he really is. He no different than all of them. I'm sure they tolerate Bumpy because Bumpy made money for them and everything. But do they like him? Are they gonna sit there and break bread with him and hang out with him? Nah, they don't like him like that. They didn't like black like that. So
they called them guineas.
Mm-hmm.
That's what they
So
call.
she at least goes to the Feeney and the other Panthers and tell them what Omar said. And I like how Obi Sadiq, I keep calling him Obi, but Sadiq, he said, look, where'd you get this information from? He said from Omar. And he said he said he could just be telling you like the other guy said, they could be telling you anything because dudes in jail just be running their mouth. So how we know this information is accurate. And then this when she confessed, she still got a little bit of feelings. She said, don't ask me to choose. What you feel, Mucci or Tamika, about this part?
I felt like she was being honest and he was being honest with her. You got feelings for this dude. That's why you want to get him out. How do you know he not playing you?
Yeah, I believe him. I know him. Okay, I know him more than you.
Yeah, that's right. She did say that. She did say that. And right, Mo. They had that barrier up for a reason. They don't let you be holding hands.
So y'all, they gotta be dramatic. They gotta show that it's still love there. We gotta touch hands.
Yeah, that's all they can do. They can't hug. Look, no physical contact.
Oh Lord.
No touching.
What you think? What you know about it, Boochie?
I'm talking too much.
Detroit, what you think about this this conversation with them, with the Panthers? Feeney said they're not a vigilante group, so
I'm still trying to
really
figure out
want to get involved.
I'm looking at Tupac mother on here, but they did the right thing, man. Like they questioned it. They don't know her. They don't know that guy. He could be lying.
Right. Bumpy did not tell on the Italians when he was in the penitentiary, so they owe Bumpy. Yeah. That's true. And in real life, actually, that's true. Yeah.
He could have. He could have snitched on them if he wanted to, but that's why he the king of Harlem. He took that bid.
Yeah. If you ever, I'm sure all of us have watched it, but if anybody watched the movie Alcatraz, they show a Bumpy Johnson in there. The black man, I can't think of that actor's name. He's such a great actor. Cannot think his name right now. But they had Bumpy Johnson in there. He was in there with them guys up in Alcatraz back in the day. So
yeah. Hulu, man. I mean, that movie was incredible, man.
Yeah, I like Lawrence Fishburne. And it's some funny
Bumpy Johnson, man.
Oh yeah, Lawrence Fishburne did a wonderful job. Yeah. So oh Lord, Mayme again. Now she trying on a dress by Halston, which is a designer, and and basically she's still trying to ask why can't what's his name be invited? James Baldwin, and they tell her to leave her alone. So she said, "Look, you barely invited. Okay, you barely invited, so you can't be inviting somebody else." And man, I'm just Lord, man, we move on from her. I put the pictures up here because it's part of the episode, but I could have just eliminated. Not even talking about her. Okay, so he said there. So Bumpy goes to the St. Clair, and it just feels different now that Bumpy ain't there. It looked all empty in there.
Took his club from him. Dang.
Right, took the whole club from him.
It looked like a saltine cracker. That's what it looked like.
Right, like a saltine, unsalted cracker. And he gonna bring him a ginger ale, and he's sitting there just talking, smiling. basically he said, yeah, we're gonna do business together and you're gonna work for me. And he was like, no, I'm not selling drugs for you. Boy, he got pissed off, slammed his fist, the drink went flying, and he said, well, you don't mean me no good then. I don't need you for nothing. If you ain't gonna sell drugs, then pretty much get out my face. he just want him to sell drugs for him. You know?
Yeah.
That Lucky Luciano said Bumpy shouldn't be touched. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I got a problem. Oh my God.
What you say? I can't hear you.
I said with this, I got a problem with this because he acting like he got all of this going on, and you just basically pulled the rug from underneath him, and you want to gloat about it. Like, this is where I wish that Bumpy was quick with the razor, but it was too many people in there.
Right? Yeah. I don't know if as far as Whitaker getting slow, or because he's older too, or
I think that's what it is.
Yeah, but Bumpy Johnson is also getting up in age as well. You know what I'm saying? So maybe he's just not quick with the razor like he was season 1, season 2.
That's
season 1 he was always pulling out that razor.
He's moving slower because the heart attack too. So I have to keep that in mind.
Yeah, that's true. That is true. And he ended up having, like they say, about 4 heart attacks in real life. He had like 3 or 4 heart attacks, and that last one's the one I think that took him out. So okay, so now Sadiq is getting all the. So I guess they must have agreed to go ahead and do this thing with Elise. He going in the closet. He going to get all the hammers, and then Lil Jerome, who just joined the Panthers, he's talking about, oh, can I get one? He said, oh, nah, young blood, you can't get one of these. But then Jerome watched him lock the thing. Jerome probably is going to bust that lock open, get that lock open, and get a hammer. Yeah, and I think Jerome might end up. We might end up losing Jerome. He ain't gonna be around. Some reason I think Moochie next episode or so, Jerome gonna do something stupid. I don't know, because why would they focus the camera on Jerome's face and then on the lock?
Exactly, foreshadowing.
I think he's gonna break the lock. I hope not the next episode.
Yeah,
or maybe
he probably is.
Maybe he might have to save the day. We don't know.
Yeah, he might end up.
Let's make it positive.
Yes, let's make it. So. Yeah. Candy, hey Candy love. Jerome said, Candy said Jerome is gonna pop Columbo. Because it was a black man, who did it in real life, who like I said, Columbo didn't die, but he did. A black man did try to unalive him. Now Columbo didn't die right away. He stayed in a coma for many years and then died later.
Right.
But he did get taken down. It was a black man.
That he's gonna get taken out. She done lost her kid, her husband. She don't need to lose him. But then again, they showed the grave. Is this a foreshadowing moment?
I don't think he gonna take him out because he don't really know nothing about him like that. I think.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, I don't think he knows about him yet.
He don't really know about him like he don't even know about. He know about Bumpy Johnson, but he don't know what's going on. I think it is going. I think Frank Lucas the one probably gonna do it. Somebody. It's gonna happen this season too, though. That's happening next episode.
Wait a minute, y'all. Wait a minute. I'm reading on Wikipedia. Now we don't, Wikipedia sometimes don't always be accurate, but they say June 28th, 1971, Columbo was shot 3 times in the head and the neck by a guy named Jerome A. Johnson, a 24-year-old African-American man at the Columbus Day Italian Unity Day thing at the Columbus Circle.
So it's gonna be her son.
And then Johnson was immediately killed by Columbo's bodyguards.
Damn.
So it was by a guy named Jerome. That happened in 71. So we might get a time jump next season.
So that means that means Columbo not dying this season then.
Yeah, I don't think Columbo gonna die this
season.
No,
Columbo don't. He took a while. He went in a coma after he got shot. He went into a coma for a while, and so he wasn't doing no more after he got into a coma. After he got shot and that was it for him doing anything. He
Okay,
said he was paralyzed after the shooting. And I'm talking about the real life person. He was paralyzed. He couldn't move his hands, his thumbs, or nothing. He was messed up.
So hold on. So basically, he does. So he do get shot, but he ended up being in a coma, and then around in the 70s, somebody ended up just getting rid of him.
Yeah. It said May 22nd, 1978. Colombo died from a cardiac arrest.
Years later.
Yeah, he died in Newburgh, New York, at St. Luke's Cornwall Hospital.
Okay, that mean he gets shot this season then.
And Moochie, he's buried up in Queens, St. John's Cemetery in Middle Village section of Queens. That's where he buried at. You can go visit and put some flowers down.
Yeah, okay. Who you talking about, Jerome?
No, Colombo. Colombo. He's buried at St. John's Cemetery in the Middle Village section of Queens. It says.
Well, Bumpy Johnson ended up dying before him.
Oh, he died before that. Yeah. Because what happened was once Colombo got kind of taken down by the shooting, he didn't die right away. So he suffered for some years. Yeah.
Right.
But then we got Joe Gallo. Now I know y'all have heard of Joe Gallo. He was a big mess too. Especially if y'all watched what's the thing on Tamika on about the Godfather? They talk about Joe Gallo in there.
They might bring him in.
And he was murdered. What was that thing on what was it called?
If they already talking about
I forgot the thing that was on. It was about the making of the Godfather. That thing was on.
If they already talking about the Genovese
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
If they already talking about the Genovese crime family, they can push this forward to even Gotti. I'm telling y'all thinking I'm,
Okay, they saying that this guy Jerome Johnson, was a lone gunman. They thought that maybe Joe Gallo had they first blamed Joe Gallo for it, but it turns out it might not be him.
We always do things different in the show, but at the end of the day, Bumpy went before.
It's just funny that the guy's name is Jerome. That's all. It's just funny that the kid's name is Jerome.
But I hardly thought this kid gonna do it though.
Yeah, I don't know. I just said this. It's just just coincidence.
We just sort of lock. We're trying to make.
He's definitely gonna do something though.
Yeah, he definitely gonna do something.
This is a theory because the way they showed that lock, they zoomed in on it.
Okay, now Candy then came up with her own story. She said Margaret talks to Jerome about Colombo, and then Jerome shoots him at the rally. I mean, we didn't see Margaret. Margaret been in her room since episode 1 or 2.
Right.
Margaret,
but I do think we're gonna see Margaret next episode. Read the synopsis again, Inga.
She didn't read the synopsis. That was the real thing. Hold up.
Remember I was on a couple episodes back, she went through all of the synopsis.
Let me find it again. Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. I was looking it up.
I mean, look, anything can happen. I mean, anything can happen, right? I know we just throwing something up here to see what stick, but look, anything can happen.
All right, I got it up. Hold on, give me a second. Let me put my glasses on, y'all.
Okay. Because I got it up too, but you read it then, Mooch. You read it.
Well, you got it. Go ahead.
Episode 10.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, episode 10, an attack on Bumpy's family. Ooh, Bumpy's family forces him to team up with an unlikely allies to retaliate against Joe Colombo. Ooh, what does that mean? Attack on Bumpy's family. To team so he gonna team up with someone.
Oh man.
Oh, wait a minute. Margaret's name come up, so Candy might be on to something. Margaret stays with Elise and the Panthers and helps Jerome.
Yeah. He's gonna do it.
Oh my God. Pino portrays Stella and Colombo plans for no, that's not a shot. And Colombo plans for a civil rights rally at Central Park, and that's when the shit go down.
Oh yeah, because it happens when he at the rally. Okay,
and he's at the rally.
Candy said, "Mark my word."
All right, Candy, I'm gonna get Candy a trophy. She got that down. Okay.
it made perfect sense because the man was supposed to be going to the military. So
Mm-hmm.
his aim is A1. So
Well,
he gonna be
he ain't go that far like Jukebox did.
he didn't go that far, but he was about to.
Yeah. That reminded me
Yeah,
of the office
Yeah,
a
so
that's
they
lot.
are
okay.
changing it
And they say
around.
it's a guy named Jerome, and he gonna bust open
Mm-hmm.
this lock. He gonna get a hammer, and he gonna go. And
Mm-hmm.
Margaret is now. So Margaret don't want to be with her stuck up, mama no more,
Well,
or
they probably got Margaret
adopted
there for
mama no more.
safety since they saying Bumpy family was, jeopardized. That's
Oh
Yeah.
probably why
my
they got her
goodness
there.
gracious!
Lord
It's
have
it,
Okay.
not
mercy.
because the dude when he told him like yo I gotta talk to him, he basically telling him Joe Colombo that yo Bumpy meet with the five family. I mean, he probably did tell he met with the five families. They trying to kill you, bruh. And
Okay,
that's
here it
what
is on the screen, so y'all can read yourself if y'all can see it. But yeah, that's okay.
y'all better
So
Yeah, I
watch
had
these.
to
So
bring it
Margaret's
closer.
gonna be talking to Jerome, and she gonna put a little word in his head probably.
Didn't you said that before you read it though? Didn't you say something like that about Margaret? And we was
That
But
like,
he can
damn,
say
they
Candy
that.
did.
know each other.
I was reading Candy's comment. Candy had
Oh,
said it.
okay. You must
So
have read the synopsis.
yeah, she read said that. Well, Candy might be smart enough to put it together. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Um. Oh yeah, the waitress, she gonna lose both her son. Yeah, because soon as he shoots Columbo, they gonna take him down. And they did that with a real life guy. So
I mean, but this gonna be different though. He gonna end up down. They gonna end up doing different. What's gonna end up happening is Bumpy Johnson gonna end up hiding his boy
Mhm.
out. He gonna protect him.
hey
That
Ryan,
I don't think that's what they're gonna do. I mean, season five probably the last season anyway, so it makes sense.
I think season 5 might be it.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
probably why they moving it along. Mm.
Yeah,
Okay, y'all
Yeah.
think maybe is the one got attacked because in the synopsis it say here an attack on Bumpy's family.
Just the second time he did that. Whoever did it. Cause remember
Yeah.
he got attacked before by the family, so it might be. Don't be surprised if it's Pino.
it probably might
Mhm.
be him.
Doing something to Mamie.
Yeah. Remember
Mm,
they remember they picked up on the street before.
that's true. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm. Margaret stays with Elise and the Panthers and helps Jerome. Mm.
The
Peanut
Panthers.
portrays. Yeah. 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 It's something. It's gonna. I think this gonna be a good last episode of the season.
This,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's gonna lead into next season,
Mm-hmm.
hopefully, and then it's gonna probably gonna end up being the end, like
Oh, you
Tamika
know something?
said.
Wait a minute. Bumpy do got two families because he got his crime, guys, his guys who work with him, and then he got his wife. So that's a point.
No,
Yeah, it
I
could be
think they mean Mamie
like
and
his real family. Yeah, yeah.
Maybe,
Yeah, it
may
have to be if they move Margaret to where she's with Elise
yeah.
with the
Yeah,
Panthers.
yeah.
Cause he
Yeah, it
wasn't
Exactly.
wouldn't
even
it
Because
he
wouldn't
not
remember, he
Bumpy not
wasn't
even
even
messing with
messing.
them.
Yeah, yeah.
he
Hmm.
talking
Yeah,
about
Bumpy
he
not
talking about
messing with them.
his
he
blood
talk,
family, yeah.
he talking about his
Mm-hmm.
blood. He talking about his
Yeah.
wife, his two
Wife, yeah.
daughters,
Right, right, right.
and now she's in a Black Panther, so they gonna be involved now.
Mm.
I'm just
Mm.
saying, it makes sense now.
Candy, how you know all of this? You reading the script or you over there like DeMarcus? You working at MGM? What's going on, girl?
Yeah, she done already got the episodes early on. She all
She reading it.
I mean, she might have put two and two together and figured it out. Well, anyway, we might. Well, Tamika, do we need to start singing the song? It's so hard to say goodbye to
Listen, she talking
yesterday.
about Jerome mom gets shot down. I hope she ain't about to die, baby, because yeah, we got to have the choir and we got to
Yeah,
have the
no.
collard
That's
greens,
cause
Do
potato
we
what
do
if
if
salad.
Jerome died? Do we do a funeral for Jerome? We ain't get a chance to really know him that well.
we have to look,
Yeah.
we gonna go to the grieving mother. So
we'll go to
we
the grave.
we'll have a tribute moment for them.
What was your last tribute of?
Who was the last one we did was somebody empowered. Who was it? No, because we ain't do one for the grandmother who died.
Last person we did Monet.
No, we did somebody in Raising Canaan.
I can't remember who we did in Raising Canaan.
Yeah, I did Unique. That's about it.
Yeah, that was before Monet.
That's kind of crazy. That's nasty work, though. Doing
we
something
did
Monet.
No, we did
Oh,
Monet.
we did. We did Famous. We did a little something for Famous.
Oh yeah, we did put a little something.
Yeah, and then we did a little something for the girl. What's the girl? What's the girl that got taken out eating the peanut butter and jelly sandwich? We talked about her, you know.
Crystal.
Yeah. Okay, so Elise got the information. She gone to this man's house. His wife was there. She said, "Look, I ain't seen him in months. They done bust up in there." And she said, "I'm gonna call the cops." But she looked and saw the mosque that he was at over in Newark, and she said, "I know that mosque." And so Elise is she ain't no joke. She just like her daddy, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I'm glad she ain't throw his name around this episode.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, right. He go Mayme again, begging this white man to, and he go. This pissed me off right here, and we'll move on after. But he said, I heard that you Bumpy Johnson's wife. And do you know any good murders? I was like,
he's a gangster. Bring him to my party.
I need a good murder. So she said, I know. The James Baldwin is not coming to the party. I need your husband to come.
His voice is annoying, man.
Yeah, but he did talk like the real life guy. Detroit did talk like that.
I need for your husband.
Yeah, he had a high-pitched voice.
To bring Bumpy.
He was a homosexual man, and he had a high-pitched voice.
Not James Baldwin, though. I'm talking
about
him right here, Capote. Yeah, his voice was like that in real life.
Capote in real life, if you Google him, look on YouTube or whatever, and find him, and so you can hear his voice. He did talk like this. He had a high-pitched voice. He was an author, but he was a novelist, a poet. He did all that kind of stuff. So he kind of looked like the real life guy. The real life guy was not that tall. He was short, and he had a high-pitched, squeaky kind of voice. But he was annoying. I agree. And he was racist. All of them was racist.
He looked racist.
Okay. We got German chocolate cake for the V-Pass for Jerome. So who else bringing something for Jerome?
She said she got German chocolate cake for the V-Pass.
The real Nate Pettigrew disappeared when the FBI indicted Bumpy for drug distribution in 1968. Ooh, Ryan got all the information. Okay. The FBI said next month they will release Bumpy Johnson's FBI file next month. Ooh, okay. We got to talk about that. Might be some good information to talk about. Yeah, and he was a drunk. Yeah, probably on some.
Can I say something right quick? This scene wasn't. This scene. That's why I'm gonna say. I know y'all.
Yeah, it wasn't necessary.
This wasn't necessary. That's why I think this season 4 has been the weakest season so far for Godfather of Harlem. They adding people and storylines that we don't need. I'm tired of Mayme storyline. I didn't need to see.
Yeah, Mayme is a bored housewife, y'all. She's a bored housewife. Has nothing to do. And so she just coming up with some. I liked her in season 1 when she was doing the political thing.
Right. She got put out of that space though.
I know. But she is not. Cause see, Margaret is not a little girl no more. She's a teenager, and Margaret got her own mind of her own, so she can't really. Margaret's actually talking back to her now. So
develop her daughter somewhere. They never did that.
Yeah, they could have developed Margaret. Yeah, we could have seen Margaret in school doing stuff.
And James Baldwin is not needed in this show for what? He don't add nothing in here.
No, he just popping up. They just popping people up in here, just like they brought in Muhammad Ali and different. They
brought in Muhammad Ali to talk to this one man. Stop it.
Well, this is where I thought Moochie, you brought it up earlier. I thought that Stella was going to jump across the table and punch Pino in the face. You know, because the way the camera was focusing on her fist, like her fist was being balled up, and he was just talking, and telling her, good thing,
He talked too much though. He talking too much.
yeah, and yeah, it's a good thing you're using what you got, Stella.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was just
No, I think he's gonna be gone next episode. She
Oh
gonna
yeah,
get
he
rid of
yeah,
him.
yeah, he's gone. Yeah, when they said well, I'll get to when we get to the end, but I think he's gone. Yeah, I think he's definitely gone.
Let me say what messed it up with her. And I know why he's gone because he talked to Columbo behind her back and she didn't even know it.
You said,
So when
okay. Ryan agreed with you. Detroit, the writing has been all over the place.
it has.
Look, y'all, I like the season, but but there's little things like that what you're talking about. I agree. I have to agree, but overall, I still like Godfather of Harlem, the whole entire series. But I agree that the Mayme part doesn't. We can Mayme can be there, but does she have to be highlighted as much as we seeing her? I don't think we need to see her as much as we're seeing her. Like she's not
just a
that
pretty
important.
face on her. She's just a pretty face.
I like
at
her.
this
I
point.
like her. I like that they're throwing her in there.
She don't serve no purpose in this show, to be
Yeah,
honest
I don't
with you,
say
no
not to
more.
show her because I do like her. She's a gorgeous woman. That I think she's a great actress. I don't have a problem, but I just don't think this all this stuff would. But maybe I don't know. I don't know.
Think
Maybe because I just don't like that storyline. So maybe that's why I'm complaining about it. But I like the show overall. So what you think, Tamika?
Yeah, I mean, I still like it. I've been enjoying it. I got little nitpicks, but it ain't nothing that's too
Yeah,
major.
right. That's how I feel. This is Nick Pitts. Like we talked about the Fat Joe thing and all that. It's not nothing that's major that's gonna stop me from watching the show.
I still
I'm
watch the show. This is the weakest season out of 1 and 3. I mean,
you
it's not strong enough. You know what I mean, for Godfather of Harlem stand. It's still good. It's way better than BMF and the Shy. Way better
Oh,
than them shows.
most definitely, absolutely,
The acting is
absolutely.
still there. The acting is top tier in this show. That ain't lacking in this show. I'm just saying, like the story, like James Baldwin, don't need it. You don't need to bring Malcolm. I mean, not Malcolm X, but Muhammad Ali. I mean, like, dog, this sticks to the doggone plot of Bumpy Johnson. You got Frank Lucas and him. Keep developing him more. You clearly brought him in here so he can get his own show. Develop the man more. That's all I'm saying.
Well, I believe they're doing that because they're showing the chess. They're gonna show. I think next season we're gonna see a season now, especially if they get rid of Pettigrew. We're gonna see that mentoring relationship between Bumpy and Frank Lucas take place.
All
He's
right,
gonna
so
be his driver and stuff.
this is a question for you from RC Detroit. What do you have against Ali? I have no issues with him being on the show.
Because Ali was number one. He don't need to be on the show. To be honest with you, like
Well, he was on there at the early season, so they just brought him back.
they
So
just
they
brought him
talked
back.
to the story was about Jerome going to the Vietnam, and they wanted to incorporate Muhammad Ali with the Vietnam thing. So
They ain't really need him though. Like, just have Bumpy Johnson to talk to him, the most powerful guy. If he can't get to him, then it is what it is. They spent it on a side character, Jerome, who nope, I really don't really care about his character because I don't know nothing about him. I don't want to see
yeah,
Muhammad
I
Ali
don't
talk
care
to
about
him.
Jerome either. I mean, he really is. I don't know. Maybe it was just another character they wanted to throw in
This
there.
is like playing Tupac. This is like having
Ali
Tupac
was a
on the.
huge figure in the '60s, so maybe that's why they wanted to put him in there.
Yeah, I guess, man.
Okay, Ryan also said I have a big problem with Ali because in 1966 he was saying some disgusting stuff about Malcolm X. He gives Bumpy my best didn't
And
sit
then
well.
sit with.
Yeah, yeah, I got everybody got their own different.
I was gonna
Yeah.
say that, but because I mean, Bumpy Johnson.
He said, "Don't get me started." Yeah, I mean, no, but look, okay, if we're talking about real Muhammad Ali, and not the show, the real Muhammad Ali, he admitted later on in life that he made a mistake. Once Malcolm X was assassinated, he realized that he made the mistake and went the wrong direction. He said that out of his mouth. You can go find the
He did
quote,
say that he
and he
basically
said
said
that.
he
You
was
can find it
brainwashed.
interviews and different things. He said that he admitted that he was brainwashed by Elijah Muhammad and all that.
Muhammad.
Yeah, he said that
Yeah,
years
he said. Yeah,
later.
he
Yeah.
did. He said that.
They was
But
taking. He was giving them so much money and stuff.
right. Now, Antoine, we talked about this, or I did mention it last week. I wish
Mm.
that we would see more Whoopi Goldberg of her being the accountant lady.
Mm-hmm.
I like her. You know, I like Whoopi Goldberg. So when we only see like 2 minutes, 5 minutes, or 2 seconds of her, so yeah, I wish we could have developed her character a little bit more. You know, we could have seen more of her intertwined into what they're doing, but I mean, maybe she ain't supposed to be there that much. I don't know. I mean, she just the accountant. So, um, Ali was beloved in Harlem. He regretted. Yeah. Yes. I know. Yeah, he always said that. He said it to the end until he couldn't even talk no more because of Parkinson's. That he always regretted that. And the Shabazz family, Malcolm X's family, the daughters, even when Betty with Shabazz was alive, they all did not. They been forgave him. Matter of fact, they was at his funeral of the girls, the Malcolm X's daughters.
Mm-hmm.
They spoke at the man's funeral. They friends with. They grew up with Muhammad Ali's daughters and children. They all family. It's yeah. I mean, so if they can forgive everybody, we got to move on and forgive them. You know, so they.
Dang. We. I don't
Yeah,
have no
we get
problem with
we can't be
y'all.
getting upset if the real life people is sitting there breaking bread and they cool with each other. So
Mm-hmm.
so we all make mistakes. But anyway, Stella, she definitely gonna get Bumpy to take Pino out of here.
But one more thing before you go to the last one. Whoopi Goldberg need to be in most of Baby Girl. You still can act. That woman's an incredible actor, man.
Oh,
For
I
all
know.
y'all
I
youngest,
wish we
man,
see her more.
Yeah.
he
I
still
mean,
got the juice, man.
I don't be watching The View. But I know that I like her on as an actress, and I wish that she would do more stuff. You know, she still acts when we see her from time to time, but I like to see her more. Be honest with you. So,
Mm-hmm.
well, what was going on here? I didn't forgot now. But Bonano sat down with Bumpy to talk about Pino, right?
Mm-hmm. He basically was telling him like, bro, you basically he was telling him that the five family they actually don't like him and they actually agree with you, but you're gonna have to do something, you know what I mean,
Oh
that
yeah,
you
about
yeah,
unalive and
yeah,
Columbo.
yeah,
And he said I can't take down a made guy, a boss or whatever like that. And but that's why then later on Bumpy said he need the backing of at least two people
and
to
that's what he told him. He already got
make
the back end.
he needs a backing of two families. So we got Bonano, that's one family, and I guess that's if he get Chin's family,
That's
Yeah,
two.
Gigante, yeah.
that's two.
Yeah, so that's what he needs. So and this is where Tamika, this is where I was getting real pissed off. This is when he was getting mouthy. Pettigrew was getting mouthy. He threatened to shank Frank. Frank was like,
Hmm.
how you gonna go? He said, because I can take him out. I can go in there. Isn't that what you said, Moochie, earlier? I can go. He said I can get into the club. I can take him out. Frank was like, how you gonna do that? And then he was just going back and forth. He said, look, we not eating. We ain't making no money. We ain't got nothing. We can't be sitting around. He tired of all the talking. He wants some action, it seems like.
He want to sell some of that work. He wants some work.
Yeah, he wanted to get some of that Doochie on the street. And then our boy Chance was telling him to shut the hell up. Tamika, right?
He said he been talking too much.
Yeah, he told him to zip his lips. He said you better zip your lips. And look at Frank's face. Frank looking at yeah. Uh, your
You
old
got a
man.
big mouth. You never shut up. Like,
Yeah, you
oh,
got
God.
yeah.
Doing too damn much.
Yeah. He was even Bumpy looked shocked. Like, I can't believe he
Yeah.
talking back because he don't never do that.
Yeah.
He don't usually do that. And so he was looking shocked. So this is why if this is why I was thinking he's turning on Bumpy and the crew. But the writers could be messing with our heads to make us think this. And Bumpy could have told him to go set up some fake deal with Columbo type of thing. So I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I can't wait to see the next episode. One thing they don't really show us trailers. So Moochie,
They really
they
don't.
do know
I'll be
trailer
looking for
breakdown.
them.
Yeah,
I wanted to do
a trailer breakdown because they don't really give us a trailer.
Oh, let me see. If
we get like a little snippet sometime, we get like a little clip. Maybe we might get a little clip here and there, but we don't really get a. I don't know really see a trailer.
They don't show it on the MGM Plus. Maybe on the I'm gonna tell you where they show it at. If you watch it on MGM Plus on the TV, not on the app, on TV, they show the trailer at the end. I don't know if they still doing it, but they normally do.
I'm watching on the app, so that's probably why I don't see it. Yeah.
They do the same thing with the shot, like. You know what I mean? Like they will, you could watch it on Showtime. They'll show you the trailer, but on the app they ain't showing you nothing.
Okay, I got the trailer, so I can come back tomorrow.
They used to do that with Yellow Jackets too. They wouldn't give us no trailer.
Yeah.
Oh, because we was watching on the app, so that's why.
No, I did the trailer breakdown for that before. Remember, I did.
Oh yeah, you sure did.
I was doing the trailer breakdown for that.
That's true.
We could come back tomorrow and do it.
Yeah, but definitely. What's tomorrow? Wednesday. Yeah,
tomorrow Wednesday.
I don't think I got nothing going on Wednesday. Either that or Thursday, whichever.
I give this episode.
You let me know. You let me know, Moochie. I'm here for it.
I'm giving this episode right here the Godfather. I'm giving it a 5. No, I'm joking. I'm gonna give this I'm joking. I'm gonna give it like a 9.5. I'm gonna keep it a button. It was one of these.
I thought it was a good episode. I don't know what I'm saying.
This was a great episode.
Give it a
right
9.
Here.
I'm gonna give it a 9.
I'm gonna give it a 9.5 on the low.
For real. I'm gonna say 9. It was good. It was good.
They've been on the road.
Then we had the Newark Moms. Yeah, with the Newark Moms, and then they come busting up in there again. They found the guy. They found the Kareem guy, and they wasn't playing. They came in there with the guns drawn to get him out, and Elise wasn't playing games. Moochie or Tamika, who y'all want to talk about this?
I like look. She wasn't playing. She like her father with that blade.
Yeah,
he was going off.
She said, oh wait a minute, what happened to Tamika? There we go. Yeah, Tamika, did you what you think about this with Elise? Sadiq had beat the mess out of him, beat the dog mess out the man, and then Elise came with the switchblade, and pulled it, and she pulled up that switchblade.
They ain't giving the bucks. I'm gonna try to get the man a $1.50.
I don't know if Tamika can hear me in that. She on me. Maybe she stepped away. What you say, Detroit? Yeah, she was
gonna give him the $1.50. She was gonna give him that. She was gonna give him a slice.
Okay. RC said, when did y'all watch Godfather of Harlem? I watch it 11 p.m. every Saturday night. I didn't watch it until Monday night, RC, and then I watched it again today as a rewatch. So I didn't actually watch it until late Monday night, and then I watched
it. It don't come on for us to like on the app. They don't come on that midnight. RC, he in a different time zone, so he in Minnesota, so it's different.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I actually didn't. Sometimes I don't watch it until either Monday
or me. It depends on when I get a chance to. Sometimes I was away, so I didn't get to watch it till today.
Yes, I was just gonna say that to me because sometimes I don't watch it until Tuesday before we like in the afternoon while I'm working. I watch it and then I get my pictures together to get ready for. And the reason why I like to watch it right before we go live is because that way it's fresh in my head. Because I'm not sitting there writing notes. I'm just using off top of the dome trying to remember everything. So
Yeah, I gotta
it's
watch
either
that
Monday
joint,
or
man.
Tuesday. I don't usually watch it on Saturday night or Sunday.
Make sure y'all watch it, man, because
Oh,
it
I
ain't
will.
been renewal.
I'm definitely gonna watch it now on time because I want to see what's gonna happen on this last episode. So, Tara gives it a 10. Then we got some 9s from Candy and RC. I'm giving it a 9 too. I'm giving it a 9 as well. Wonder where they're going with the Malcolm X story because Bumpy already knows it was the CIA. Oh no. But she wasn't playing games with the switchblade Moochie.
All of that's happening because she not communicating with her father.
Right. Yeah, they haven't been talking. Yeah, she stayed away. Well, he told her pretty much stay away as long as you with that group, you know. So she was. So now Stella, when she got on the phone, was she calling Bumpy Johnson?
Oh,
Because she said we need to meet.
So.
She said we need to meet. So I'm assuming it was Bumpy. Yeah, okay.
Because then they end up meeting.
You know who I thought she was gonna call? I thought she was gonna call her father. I don't know why I thought she was calling her father first, but then I figured I said no, she ain't talking to him. She calling Bumpy. Well, here we go, that dumb party again. She getting all, Mayme's a beautiful woman and she looked good, red lipstick and stuff, and got her gown on. And she made them shake hands and kiss and make up, and all is well with them. So it's nothing with that. Now we get to what's really going on. Okay, so now we don't know whether or not there was a plan set up. Now that y'all got me thinking maybe this Nate Pettigrew thing is a plan. So you got Bumpy in the back seat. Chance and Frank is driving Bumpy. I mean, he done met up with Bonano. He meeting up with Bonano, and then this is when they meeting up with Stella. And they agreed that they didn't say what boss they're gonna take out, but they said we're gonna take out a boss. So it could be Pino or it could be Columbo. But I think Pino gone. I think Pino gone.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah, I think it's Pino. And I don't know why I don't think it's the Columbo they talking about when they said, well, we're gonna take out a boss. I think they talking about Pino.
They gonna take out Columbo too. They got to take him out.
Oh yeah, he's but I think but I don't know. But if they using Jerome, if they write it in that Jerome does it, then they ain't got nothing to do with that. Jerome doing that on his own, right?
Yeah, I mean, I guess. I mean, you got to think about it though. Bumpy Johnson, if Jerome do it, they gonna want Jerome's head. They gonna annihilate the boy.
Yeah,
Jerome,
but the Italians don't know Jerome. They wouldn't have got in touch with Jerome. They don't know him. So I think if Jerome does take out Columbo, like we talking, it might happen. It's he's doing that on his own. He's doing that on his own free will.
You think he's gonna be going rogue?
I think going rogue. I think he's gonna do that on his own. Because
they still gonna blame Bumpy Johnson for. They still gonna blame Bumpy Johnson for.
No, they might. Yeah, they might. They might do that. But I think when they said here in this scene, when Stella walked up and talking about, yeah, we're gonna take out a boss, I think they talking about Pino. I think it's Pino they talking about because they gotta get Pino out the way because he's causing problems with the commission. You know,
they gonna her father, and what they gonna do? Bring her father back?
I think he will come back, but I think Tamika said that he was on another show, the actor, right?
Who?
The actor who played I thought you said last week he was on some or 2 weeks ago.
Depends on his availability because I don't want nobody else coming. I want it to be him.
Yeah.
I think he coming back though. You got to understand. I don't know. Maybe taking like a year to try to get done with Godfather of Harlem, man. Damn.
The Godfather of Harlem hadn't been on since that since they had the strike or stuff before that.
Yeah, and then
Godfather of Harlem ain't been on for a while, so I was glad it came back because it was off for like at least 2 years, right?
yeah,
Yeah,
probably
I
longer than
think
that.
20, maybe 2023, 22, something like
I
that.
think
Last time.
2020. I think the last one was 2023.
Yeah, so we ain't seen this, so I hope they don't take that long to come back. They, now Moochie,
Ren-
before you got here, Detroit, Moochie read some breaking news that it got renewed
Yeah.
for season 5.
They don't.
So
I don't think it got renewed for season 5 yet.
I just read it from the Hollywood. What was it? Hold up.
Let me
Hollywood
see.
Reporter.
Because I
Yeah.
looked it up and they said
I
when I
looked
look
it
it
up
up.
right
Yeah.
while we was on here, just the beginning of the
Let me
live.
see.
Candy RC said you could be
I read
on to something with
everything.
your theory.
Who, me?
No, RC said this about Candy that she
Oh, okay.
wanted to something about her theory, but her theory is what the synopsis is. I don't know if Candy made it up or she read the synopsis. I don't know. Who's going in the flames? Okay, going in the flames is Pettigrew if he turns on Bumpy. If it turns out that he turns on Pettigrew's in the flames. And Mayme can go in the flames if she don't stop kissing up to these white people. So, wait a minute. Moochie sent me something here. Hold on. Let me get this down.
I'm looking at the Hollywood Reporter right now. It says what it say? It says
Here we go.
it said the showrunner Hope got plans for season 5.
Yeah, it's renewed. They going right into it.
We got to see it though. A lot of showrunners say that, but you got to get the green light to from the
MGM
company.
Plus.
Well, we don't know if he
MGM
got the
Plus.
green light, but he got plans. So
He got plans, and
let's be
we gonna
positive.
see.
Yeah, let's be positive.
We
This
got
to
to be
say it's
positive,
coming.
but it's not up to us. It's up to the people that they go by how many people looking at it on the app. If people is flooding the app, their renewal soon. But if people ain't watching it, I'm just saying I'm not trying to be negative, but since the writer strikes, a lot of stuff has been different. That's all I'm gonna say about that. If you ain't got enough of numbers, they not about these companies. They not trying to spend no money. They're gonna say, why are we gonna sit there and give you a season 5 when your own people won't come out and watch the show?
Come on. Yeah, look, I agree with you saying, but this show gonna end up with a cliffhanger, so we got to have a season 5. It can't just end like that.
I mean, I'm praying that they have a season 5, but we gotta the way they've been doing black shows. Nah.
Oh yeah, that's true. That is true.
I'm just saying,
That's
like,
true. That's true. Because they cancel our shows left and right.
yeah, man, like that's
And
all
not
I'm saying.
everybody has MGM Plus or whatever. I mean, you can watch it through Amazon and get MGM Plus that way as well. So
I want to see the conclusion of season 5.
Yeah, me too. Well, okay, let's get this. Let's wrap this up because what about this part here? This so the guy, they told him when she had the blade to his throat, she said, get on the phone and call your connect or whatever, the white man, and said set up a meet, and if of course if he didn't do it, she was going he was going to be rockabye baby, he was going to be out of here. So he set up this meet, and then bam, this guy show up and he said, hey, Kareem, and boom, he was gone right in the forehead. So you think this the FBI, the CIA? Who is this guy?
That's the CIA.
The CIA.
CIA, yeah.
They shot that nigga in the. They shot him in the forehead. Dang.
In the forehead, he gone. So, but if he got something to do with Malcolm, I don't care nothing about him. So he can go. He can go in the fire, Candy. Now, this the part we was all talking about. So they they got the fake Frank Sinatra singing "That's Life, That's Life." That's the fake Frank Sinatra, and they all having a good time. Now you don't see not one black person up in this club now, so they done took it over. And Pettigrew still got the key because they ain't changed no locks or nothing. He walks right on in there. And like Tamika said earlier, he just walking all around. Nobody noticed nothing, not paying no attention. And
he was security there. You still the same
paying,
white people going there.
Yeah, I mean, maybe they just thought, oh, that's him from before. They knew he was there from before. He was muscle, so maybe they just thought he was there. Nobody questioned him. He just walked right up.
And it was just a
I wouldn't
setup,
think you could
man.
just walk. I don't think you could in real life. And honestly, I don't think I could just walk to no mob boss and just get up in his ear and start talking. In real
No,
life.
you can't do that. That's just a TV show, and that's just
I don't think I
setup
could have
right there.
walked up to John Gotti and just start saying what I want to say to him.
It's a TV show. It's just a setup for things.
Katie said she already watched episode 10.
Send that to me.
Pino can go in the fire too, in the flames. Yes. And she said Pettigrew is flipping. I hope not.
I like it if you do it though, because now we can get him up out of here.
Yeah, he gonna be going then.
Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Yeah, yeah. Well, we kept saying that he was probably gonna be getting up out of here.
I mean, when I talked to you, said he was gonna be gone. You said you just
we've been saying that. We've been saying that. All season. We've been saying that he's likely he could be gone. Somebody got to go.
We said either Ned had to go, or
we didn't. We did not
said
want
Pettigrew had to go or Chance.
I don't want
had to go because and now we saw that it's not Chance.
The only reason I
said paid that ransom for him and got him, it's not him.
Hey, Mooch, I think we already knew that somebody was going before we were seeing episode 1. We seen Frank Lucas arrive. We knew.
Yeah, that's why I said one of them is gonna be gone.
Yeah. Tamika said that. Yeah.
He still could damn go. He could go either way. Candy, don't be putting spoilers in the daggone comments, girl.
She just trolling. She ain't trolling. She ain't saying it. You ain't gotta worry about it. This ain't stars. They ain't gonna get we ain't gonna see the early episodes.
She said, Ink, I just sent it to you. Oh my goodness. Oh Lord, she just sent it to me. Oh Lord.
Why you ain't send it to me?
Okay, so he whispers down in his ear. He said, I need to talk to you. He said, what you want to talk to me about? And he said about setting up working together, setting up a deal, whatever. And I was so mad. I said, if it goes the way that they showing us, now it could go another way, but if it go the way they showing us, Detroit, I was so pissed. That's why when I text y'all, I was like, F Pettigrew.
Me off. If he really is,
I was waiting for your reaction.
And Detroit told me something was gonna happen, but he didn't want to tell me what it was.
He was gonna be like, I don't give a damn.
If he really is doing this, I want each one of them to take their turns with their damn switchblade all around his damn neck.
That's a good one. That's a good one. They each take their turn on Pettigrew, right?
Mm-hmm. But this fight though, because he gotta go. Somebody gotta go.
Yeah.
Him and Frank Lucas clearly don't get along.
It's time for somebody to go. Mm-hmm. It's time, because you can't. After a while, you can't have a show where nobody goes. After a while, somebody got to go. That you've got to keep the storyline moving along, especially if you're going to have season 5. You got to move the storyline along. So, I thought it was a good episode. Like I said, I'm giving it a 9. Detroit said 9.5. Ladies, what y'all give it?
I give it a 9.
Yeah, it's a good episode. Tamika, you give it a 9 too, or you got some other rating?
Yeah, I give it a 9.
Yeah, I mean, anything like in that frame is good. Yeah. So, I thought it was a good episode. I'm on pins and needles to see what's going to happen, and we will be back next Tuesday, 9:15. Long as nothing bad happens, we'll be here. And we're gonna talk about this last one. I'm sure we're gonna have a lot to talk about on the last episode. Detroit, you're more than welcome to come back with us on to talk about the season finale.
For sure.
Yeah. So if as long as everything is going well,
this season ran by fast though.
It did seem like that to me too.
I was on vacation for most of it. Remember, that's why I wasn't
Yeah,
here.
yeah. At the very beginning, Moochie wasn't here. It was just me and Tamika rocking out, and then Moochie came back. Yeah, so it was, but it did go by fast. I think. Yeah, it did kind of go by
Yeah, it
fast.
did.
Yeah. So, well, I'm here for it, and then, Moochie, we got anything going on? Because we were supposed to do something this week, but we ain't never get it. What was we supposed to do? Either trending topics or BMF or
Yeah, I
something.
got a
I
BMF
can't
trending
remember.
right
BMF
now.
y'all wanted to talk about, but I was gonna try to go yesterday, but y'all, you never hit me back.
Oh no, I said by the time you said
Yeah,
for 9, but I was
you was
already
already knocked out.
I wasn't knocked out, but I was already, feeling
I
good.
know.
I was just relaxing. Yeah, I ain't feel like it by that time. I thought we was gonna go early in the day. No, because I'm gonna tell you,
I
I know
was
this ain't
trying to
about
go early in the day, but I had
this
like
ain't about BMF, but I will say this: Lucille can go in this fire. I'm tired of
yeah,
Lucille.
she got on my nerves.
She can go. They can write her on out of here, as far as I'm concerned, or just don't show her as much. Like we don't need to see as much of her. I'm tired of Lucille. Yeah.
Why is she even on the show though? I mean, she could
I
be
don't
on it,
understand.
but with the storyline, like
So
she's
I'm gonna
just
try and
annoying.
stomach BMF so I can join y'all chat, Moochie. We haven't done a group one for BMF. I've done my own by myself. Moochie's done her own. I think Tamika's
Yeah,
done her own.
but we were
We haven't
supposed
done a
to
group one.
Y'all doing the shy though.
Not me, but the EJ. They did it yesterday, I think.
Yeah.
EJ, Tamika, and Moochie.
Mm.
I didn't even get to do my solo recaps for the shy thing. I had so much going on today.
Yeah, well, there's another episode coming up this week. I mean, coming up Friday, right? So you just
I had everything prepared. I'm just
oh, well, you can
Hey,
still do it. You can just
hey,
do a
yeah.
video. You don't have to do it live. You can just do it as
Yeah,
a
I
video.
know.
Yeah.
before
Oh,
we, because I know everybody got to go. I
okay,
got
we
one
going.
thing
I'll
to
be up here
ask.
2 hours. Yeah.
One thing. Now I'm just asking because I don't know, so I'm asking y'all. What is the shy? Because I had a debate with my uncle. We was talking. He said, "What's your top 10 drug shows?" You know what I mean? It don't matter if it's white or black or whatever like that, or whatever. It don't matter what race. And then they had the shy on there, and he was like, I'm thinking like that no damn drug show no more. They don't. I don't think they sell drugs on that show no more. Is that considered a drug show?
I accidentally kicked Moochie out. Moochie, if you hear me, come back in. I'm sorry. That was my fault. I clicked on the wrong thing. I think at the beginning it started off as a drug show. I don't know what it is now.
It
Anybody in the
still
chat can
has drugs, but I wouldn't say it's a
I'm
drug
sorry. That was my fault,
show.
Moochie. I clicked on the wrong thing. I'm sorry.
I thought
I'm
it
just
was
asking.
me.
I'm just asking because I don't know what the hell the show is. Is it a black soap opera now?
It seemed like a soap opera to
Okay.
me. Yeah, I don't know because I'm not investing in it this season like that.
Okay.
Yeah,
Anybody in the
so
chat, man, let me know what it
I
is,
don't
though.
I
I'm
don't
just
know.
asking.
It started off as a drug show, but what is it now, Moochie? Is this what is it?
To me, it started off as that, but it was just a little mixture of it. It transitioned so much though, because remember we went from having a lot of police presence to none at all. So I know they talk about it. I'd say it's mostly basically
What?
Chicago living. I'll say it like that.
Yeah, maybe it's a family show about
That
It's
ain't
Chicago.
no
Chicago living.
Now
that
I heard that they
that
didn't
ain't the
brought the
real
police lady
Chicago. I'm gonna
back.
tell you that right,
Huh?
Moochie. That ain't the real Chicago.
No,
That's
I
just a
know
fairy
it.
tale.
They don't. They not
Okay.
talking about the gang part. I mean,
Yeah.
we
Yeah.
already know that, but I'm just saying that's the closest I could give to it.
Now I heard they done brought the police lady back.
I think that's probably why they don't really bring up the drug culture in the shy because of
I
everything
think
that
they're trying
goes
to put
on
a
there.
good light on Chicago
There you go.
without too much of the drugs. So, but they
Mm-hmm.
trying to get rid of all the men, so only the women is running Chicago. I guess I think so. I don't know. I don't know what's going on because I'm kind of
Well,
checked out.
thank you, Moochie, Tamika, for letting me know because I don't know what the hell it is. Like
Yeah,
honestly,
yeah. Don't worry about it. It ain't for everybody, and
yeah.
I mean, I used to really, really like the show. Really liked it up and but
Man, season 1 and
I
2
don't
was
know.
fire. Them joints was
1 and 2
breakfast,
were the
man.
best seasons. Yeah, if you ever wanted to just go back and watch 1 and 2, those are the best ones to watch. So, but anyway, that's what's going on. Anything else we got going on? Mucho, we gonna be doing the BMF first reaction?
Yes, we are. We are
Okay.
going to be doing that this
Thursday or
Friday
morning.
morning at 1:15 a.m.
Yeah, we'll do that. And
Happy. Yep.
and then Tamika, you got anything going on, or you just jumping in the car wherever the ladies go?
I just am uploading my divorce sisters, the Shaw and BMF, because I didn't get to talk about them, and pissed because I had did recordings and went back, and all you see is my lips moving. You ain't hear nothing, so I had to re-record them.
Oh Lord!
I don't even know. So yeah, I'm tired. It's been a long day, but that's
Yeah,
it for me until Monday, and then start all over again because I'm gonna be away again.
Oh, okay. And Tamika, that happened to me once, and that made me so mad because I forgot everything I damn said.
Yeah, I was pissed. I feel like the first ones I had energy. I was, talking about everything, and the second time around, I just wanted to get it the hell over with. I was so pissed off.
Yeah, because I don't really write too many notes, so I just go off the top of my head, and I just be saying what I. And then once the microphone not working, then I'm like, what, So, and it takes the momentum out once you got to redo it again. So
yeah, I got my notes.
And then Tara said, Tara said, I will be in the first reaction chat and your Saturday chat, Moochie.
All right. Cause I'm gonna do BMF Saturday by myself.
And I'm doing mine Sunday. This past Sunday I did it at 5:00. I may stick to that time. Usually anytime between 4:30 or 5. So y'all can y'all. I think it's already up there on my page. So
you need to clip this live of this, like almost 2 hours and 20 minutes. You got to
I
clip
know,
this up.
I know. Moochie, any closing thoughts? Anything with you, Moochie?
Can we get a prayer for Tyler Perry?
Oh, he going through it. He going through it. Yeah, we gotta do our
Kanye gonna be next, y'all. That's why he going to that damn courthouse.
Yeah, it's time for Moochie to invite us for the trending topics. So yeah, so whenever Moochie ready,
I just had a lot going on, y'all.
No, I understand. With me. Okay. And Detroit, you got anything going? I know you're not covering BMF.
No, I'm good. Hopefully we could do that 50 Cent documentary. I've been watching that. That's pretty good.
Oh, I gotta start it. Maybe I'll start tonight when I'm laying down.
I'm supposed to do that. I know I'm doing that.
You want to do that one, Moochie, or you want me?
I want to do that one.
All right, so I'll put
okay.
I got a panel.
You set up a date maybe next
I already talked to Pretty Girl because me and her did it last year.
Okay.
We did the first season. She did it, but I came on I think I came on with her.
Oh no, wait a minute. Which documentary you talking about? The one on Peacock, Detroit?
Yeah, the one on Peacock, yeah.
What?
That one, remember Moochie, you talked about we was gonna do that too. The one about the some family 50 Cent is
I was talking about the BMF one. You talking about the one I showed you last week when it dropped?
Yeah.
That's the one I'm talking about. I'm not talking about the BMF. I'm talking about the one
I
on
was
Peacock.
talking about BMF.
We
got one on Peacock. I haven't even really looked.
I haven't watched it yet, but I'm gonna watch it. And then we can we'll find a day within the next week or so to talk about next week or two. Because I also got what's it coming up next week too.
Squid Games.
So I got to be on point.
I'm on that.
I know you said you. I know you said that.
Yeah, all y'all comment. I already talked to Torian. Yeah, we're gonna wrap it up so everybody can go. These people can go to bed. They ain't got time.
Yeah.
All right, y'all. Everybody, thank y'all for coming out. Like Moochie always say, and we will catch y'all next time. Be back next Tuesday, 9:15 for the season finale. All right, y'all.
Yeah.
Don't go nowhere, Detroit. Hang on.